welcome to another episode of Scion, Heroes for the Holidays. You know what? That wasn't exuberant enough for the holidays. I think that let's do that one more time. What do you guys say?
Sure.
I'm down for it.
All right. Happy holidays, dorks. Welcome to Scion Heroes for the Holidays here on the Onyx Path. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is the end of a 5-episode series from the Scion role-playing game, which is all about what happens if gods get frisky and their kids inherit superpowers and have to stop the end of the world on a weekly basis. It's a game from the Onyx Path, as you might have guessed, and it is a lot of fun. We have been plugging around in this, learning the second edition, because we're all people who play a lot of Chronicles of Darkness and first edition games. And it's been a pretty fun time. What do you guys think? Yeah?
Yeah. No, I'm quite enjoying the game.
Good.
Definitely, if
Super
we were planning to play a more long-run game, I would have to spend a lot more time reading the book.
Yeah.
And making myself lists of...
And
here's my interpretation of how the rules work, written out in my words, so that I can understand it instead of having to reinterpret the book every freaking time.
Yeah, and I'd like to start, at origin level to get a hang of the normal rules and then add on the super fancy stuff in Hero.
That's true. It is one of those games
also, I would probably prefer not to be playing Werewolf at the same time.
Yeah, the mechanics do get a little bit mixed in.
We just did it last week, and now I've kind of got them both jumbled up in my head.
Well, that's okay, because this game is going to run incredibly smoothly and greatly. I just wanted to let everybody know that this is the final episode. You can watch old episodes on our channel, which is our Patreon links up for some reason. But it's youtube.com/dorktales is all of our back episodes, and you can give us a follow on twitch.tv/dorktales. So, with that in mind, I am your story guide, Kelly, and...
Yep. All right.
I will swap to mod view. Thanks for letting me know about that. Oop. All right.
I caught it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a mod too. Thank you, the Onyx Path. All right. So, hello everyone. I'm Kelly. I'm your story guide, and tonight I am bringing you a story of woe and adventure featuring a number of diverse characters from diverse backgrounds and pantheons. Why don't we go ahead and introduce them, starting in reverse. Now, let's start with Mike.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike, and I am playing the Scion of Tawashkara, Ogimaa Gagner. He is a member of the Ojibwe people, as am I. So that's me, and of course, as usual, the veritable Vincent Valenbun is accompanying me in this journey tonight.
And where is he right now?
Kinda see him, I think, on the Twitch. Just kinda.
Just kinda.
It's a little dark speck.
Nice. Okay, and hello, Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen, and I'm playing Phoebe White, the adopted scion of Artemis.
All right. Hello, James.
Hello, I'm James, and I'm playing Aaron Faechilde, the child of Dagda, and a great huge slab of a man.
Nice. And finally, hello, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Machiko Ventura, the scion of Bishamon.
All right. So everybody was sounding pretty good there. If you can hop into your settings, Jen, if you can reduce yours by like 5 to 10% in Zoom, and Mike, if you can raise yours by 5 to 10% in Zoom.
How do I do that?
So you just go to audio properties. So the little up arrow next to your mute button, and it will.
Is it?
And
Why
then
is it
audio
different?
settings.
It's never changed.
And then it shows your volume for microphone and for
Yeah,
speaker.
I got it.
Yep. If you just turn your output down like a tiny notch.
How about now?
That's good.
Okay.
And how about now for me?
Yeah, that's now you're on par with where Jen was. That's good.
Awesome.
Nice. I know that I've had you fiddle around before because my audio was a little glitchy on my hearing things, but I got my new cables in the mail today finally. So hey,
Nice.
yay!
I was gonna say you've never had me have to move stuff around, so I'm not sure what's wrong today.
I've had poor Mike have to move like up and down every episode.
Yeah, every single time I fiddle around,
and he gets so upset. He's like, "I don't change my setup.
I don't change anything. I have no sound in my room." Ah.
Yeah. Well, I have no sound in my headphones sometimes, so that works out. All right. So
I have no brain in my headphones sometimes. So
nice. Well, that's fair. I mean, hey, I professionally role play, so how much brain do I have? So if you're tuning in for the first time, go check out our back episodes, but you're free to stick around. You're about to get spoiled for a little bit of the mystery. of what happened to the missing mead of ages. So, there's your spoiler warning. All right, still here? Cool. So the story so far, with our little back clip show, is the characters were traveling home for the holidays in Christmas 2020. This is an alternate reality version where the gods are much more widely worshipped and where you actually might believe that Thor could owe you $20. The characters were traveling home for the holidays, very amorphous holidays, and were brought together by Fate and Thor, who has hired them to go and retrieve a barrel of mead that needs to be drank at the height of Yule in order to usher in the new year, as per Norse tradition. Without that, 2020 will never end, and likely Fimbulwinter will arrive, casting the world into years of darkness before the end times. You know, no big deal. It turns out that Loki bartered this and lost it in a game of poker with some other supernatural creatures. The characters traveled around the East Coast and Midwest of the United States looking for this mead, traveling from Chicago to Indiana, down to Georgia, where they encountered some sirens and met a pair of scions of Demeter who were at a party they were at. They then were given a tip that the person who had won the mead was a Cluricon, an evil. By the way, mythologically, a Cluricon is a drunk, angry leprechaun. Like, that's literally the only difference. More drunk, more evil.
I love the distinction.
Right? I think it's important that we note there's a mythological distinction there.
A drunk, angry leprechaun.
Yeah. You're not saying leprechauns are drunks or anything like that.
No, but Cluricons are.
Cluricons are. Yeah.
You know.
Should have been called drunkicons.
I mean, Cluricon might be Gaelic for drunkicon. You don't know.
That's a good point.
Go research that. Someone in the chat will know. They're all smart. All right. And from there, you went down, confronted Tiga the Lee of the Cluricon, got into a big fight with him. We're told that he gave it away to an old drinking buddy of his, the Yamato no Orochi, an 8-headed dragon, serpent, hydra-like thing from Japanese mythology, who lives in Jeddo, Pennsylvania. As a way of getting you off his property, he opened a rainbow bridge to allow you to transport there, and then cut it when you were about 2/3 of the way there, causing you to plummet to your not doom. Your car got banged up, but because it's a magic car, your car got banged up, but through the fateful intervention of a group of Shawnee natives who run a resort, you were taken, fed, and watered, and your car fixed, just in time to drive out on Christmas to confront the Yamato no Orochi, who you found at a church at an AA meeting. You managed to negotiate your way through without having to fight him, which was probably better for the ending of this campaign, or this chronicle, and found out that the mead that he had was actually a forgery, and that all signs pointed back to the twin scions that you met down in Atlanta and the Stacky's Brewing Company over in Philadelphia. So we ended game last time with you leaving the Yamato no Orochi's house and preparing a plan for Philadelphia. It is Christmas Day, a little past noon, when you are in Jeddo, Pennsylvania. And for those of you who are not accustomed to Pennsylvania, it's pretty long, but you're not terribly far from Philly. I'd say you're probably about an hour and a half drive. Okay. And with that, is there anything anybody wants to ask or add before we start?
Yes.
Okay.
Who here still has injuries? I have one.
I think I'm fine. My injuries were from Teague of the Lee.
They will probably won't have healed.
Okay.
Yep.
So then
let me
I
actually
have
double check healing.
So
2 boxes, 2 bruise
are they
levels.
just bruised?
I have one, yeah.
So it's normally 2 weeks if it's any of the higher ones. Bruised heals slightly differently.
I think it's like a couple of days still.
Yeah, it's, I think, 2 days.
So I wasn't sure if the nice rest at.
I'll give you one bruised from that nice rest, and the warm hospitality, because that is very mythological.
Okay,
cool.
So
then I would like to do first aid on people to remove conditions.
Sure, that sounds good.
Assist with my medicine skill.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably. No, I mean you can do it yourself maybe, but I've got one. You've got one. Ogimaa, did you have any?
I just had the one, so.
You had one, but you only had the one bruise, so we got rid of that one already.
Yes.
And then, Aaron, you only.
I got off real easy. It's I was more banged up after the fight with the sirens, but yeah, I'm not sure what my healing rate would have been for that. So I think I know
I healed you at least one.
You got magically healed completely after that fight.
Right. Okay.
Right, okay. By one of the twins.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got away good in the fight against the Clericon.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, if Machiko, if you and I want to do essentially first aid on each other to get rid of.
It works for me.
Difficulty for bruise level is only 2, so.
Okay.
So I'm guessing medicine and
intellect.
Intellect is what it is?
Yeah. It's specific. It's one of the specific ones.
Not particularly good at that, but
me neither.
Well,
I got 2
110
successes
at least, so
nice.
I got 3 successes for you.
2 successes.
Cool. We're both healed.
Okay, so you guys are both healed. That's good for me. So with that, you leave the Yamata no Orochi's property, heading back into Sleipnir, which you have parked in his driveway. What do you do?
Well, I think at the end of last game, I was talking about how, so we know that, the Stackus twins probably, frauded us out of our mead. And so Ogimaa was going to give them a call and basically say, hey, we've got our mead, we got that dealt with, so I'm wondering if I can come to your brewery and see what kind, and work out some numbers on being able to stock my casino.
Sure. Yeah. So are you, by the way, you guys have 5 points of momentum.
Cool.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you absolutely can. Do you want to give him a call right now?
Yeah, when we get in the car, I'll
Who are you calling, Dimitri or his sister, Maisie?
Did they both seem like equal partners in it, or did one seem to kind of be in
They
charge?
are absolutely equal partners. Maisie is a little more cool. Dimitri is a little more bro-ish. So it really depends on your preference for dealing with individuals. Like
in that case, I'll probably call Maisie.
Okay. Yeah, she's a little more your speed with kind of the cool-headed professional vibe.
Yeah.
All right, so the phone rings a couple of times, and then you'll hear in the background a little bit of music and some people laughing. Hello.
Hi, this is Ogimaa Gagner. We spoke the other day in Atlanta.
Yes, Mr. Gagner. How can I help you?
I'm just wondering if you have a moment.
Yeah, I'm just at a holiday party, right? About happy holidays, by the way.
And to you as well. Anyways,
what is it that do you celebrate Yule or Christmas or?
Not really, no. I don't really celebrate anything.
Well,
it's just another work day for me, so nothing too crazy.
Well, if I start giggling, I've had a little bit of eggnog, so don't hold it against me, okay?
Fair enough. Which actually work is the reason I'm calling.
Okay.
We've secured that mead we were looking for, and we've delivered it, and so now I have a bit of free time. So I'm wondering if I could actually come to your brewery, and work out a deal for stocking my casino on a regular basis.
I don't see why not. I'm free on, let's say, how about Monday? That's the 28th?
I'm hoping to get this done more this weekend.
I could probably pencil you in on Sunday then. I've got some family things with my father today, but does that work for you?
And I have her on speaker as well.
Okay,
for
sounds good.
People in the car.
Sounds good.
Is your brother maybe around today then? I'm still in the area, so before I go all the way back, I'm hoping to.
I thought you were in Georgia.
We had to deliver the mead back up on the East Coast here, so we're back up on the East Coast.
Oh, I see.
Pennsylvania. You said Pennsylvania, right?
In Pennsylvania.
Or Philadelphia.
Well, I'm in Philadelphia. You're in Pennsylvania?
Kelly?
Yes. You're asking me. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, so
I don't exactly know where we are.
So you guys are in Jeddo, Pennsylvania, which is,
yes.
If you look at a map of Pennsylvania, it's about a half hour south of Scranton, where the office is set, which is like a line directly above Philadelphia.
Oh, okay, I'm just wondering where Philadelphia is.
Philadelphia is right at the corner of Pennsylvania and New York. Bottom corner.
Okay, so it is the East Coast.
Yes, it's absolutely the East Coast. If you threw a dart at Philadelphia, there's a good chance you could hit any other East Coast city that's worth traveling to, except for Boston.
Okay, I've got to pull that
because they're all within like an hour of each other. It's intense.
Okay, yeah, I've got to pull that now. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm actually on the East Coast right now still, but I'm gonna be heading back tomorrow. So I was hoping to be able to get. I mean, I know it's the holidays, but hoping to be able to take care of this while I'm already on the East Coast.
Okay.
Because I'm about an hour out of Philly right now, so.
No, about an hour. Well. Sure, I don't see why a tour couldn't be handled. This party will keep itself going. Well, tell you what, it's about noon right now. Why don't I give you a chance to take your time? We'll meet at 1:32, somewhere in there. Either of those work for you?
2 sounds great.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So the address of the brewery is on the business card that you have. You can just head right in. There's no guard at the gate or anything. You just park around back.
Perfect. We'll see you in a couple hours.
I look forward to it. Can you do me a favor?
Yep.
I would like you to make me a roll to deceive her.
Okay, that sounds like a persuasion and manipulation roll to me.
Really? Because it sounds like subterfuge to me.
Oh, yeah, I mean, both of them are extremely good for me. So.
Okay, let's go with subterfuge.
I was going to say, do you have a specialty that would apply to deception?
No, my subterfuge specialty is forgery, so.
You can use any of your specialties.
Yeah. Do you have a persuasion specialty?
My persuasion specialty is intimidation, but my integrity specialty is poker face.
I will allow. I'll allow either actually to work. I feel that intimidation, if you're talking about cutting deals.
Yeah.
Like,
fair.
Look, we're going to do this today or we're not going to do it type of thing is fairly intimidating.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, go ahead. So you'll have 1 enhancement. And so...
While he rolls that, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, you may.
What, I don't know where in the book this is, which is funny since I've looked through so much of it, but the different tiers of, like, the line I'm looking at is Nax cannot be applied to anyone 2 tiers higher than you.
So tiers, if I am not mistaken, it's either scale tier or it is in terms of god tier. So you can apply it, like a hero can apply to a demigod, but not a god.
I mean, that makes sense.
Because that was the mythological tiers from 1st edition. I think it's in terms of scale, though, like of legend tier.
I feel like that would be more correct, but...
So in this case, I will be transparent. I don't think that they're 2 tiers above you.
Okay, cool. That's really all I needed to know.
In fact, I can guarantee these 2 are not demigods.
I found it in the book. Hold on.
Oh, did you? Oh, great.
Yeah.
I got 6 base successes.
6 base. Well. Okay, and then plus 1 for your enhancement.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is. Let me pull out. So my competing pool is lie detection. Cool. Oh, girl. One moment, please.
Okay.
Christine, I think I accidentally took your dice.
Oh shit, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, we're all die.
Oh no.
I think you're screwed.
We'll be fine. Everything will work its way.
We're all gonna die.
So yes, she'll end the call with a. Well, that sounds great. Hopefully, we can get this done quick, and then we can go back to enjoying our holidays.
Sounds great.
Great. See you soon, Mr. Gagner.
Click.
Cool.
Tears are
By the
weird
way,
in
guys,
this.
you have 6 momentum in your pool now.
Ooh.
Oh!
We got a present.
I got more than
Oh,
9
no.
successes.
Oh
What?
my god.
Actually?
Holy.
Damn.
Well, guys, maybe it's good that we can't die.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
it's so good. It's so good. The blue ones, it's these awful dice. I love them. Okay. So, what do you all do? Just head straight there? Stopping anywhere? Any truck stops along the way?
Probably got
Well, if we could
eat.
stop to eat, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
I mean, always
Yeah,
time for me.
definitely stuff to eat. Kelly, just for
Yes.
record, it is mortal, hero, demigod, god.
Okay.
For some reason, in the origin book, the whole tiers thing is under their object creation, which breaks it up like that. But then under the Nax, there's a very basic mention of if you're tier 1 mortal, then so I'm like, oh, okay, that's.
I
how
love
they're
the
doing it.
system of this game. I wish that it was just like I wish it was laid out a little differently.
Yeah,
Like that's
Yeah,
the
they-
only problem I'm having with this game is just the layout's a little difficult to reference.
yeah, they tried to be a little bit fancy, and I mean, it's great. It's pretty.
a really inventive system. Like it's really
Yeah.
anyway. But yeah,
Mhm.
so good job,
Yeah.
guys. You
Good
need
job, we failed.
when you run this yourself. Anybody who's watching, buy subject divider tabs. Have an index system because it'll help you. All right. So you
Yeah,
begin.
food would be good.
Sounds good. You find yourself pretty soon at a little diner off of the highway, and it's nothing special. It's a place called Rosie's. There's always a place called Rosie's, no matter where you go. It seems. You found this to
Like,
be.
I swear it's a chain.
Rosie is
And it's got
always.
this-
What?
I was gonna say I was probably gonna say that I'm probably bad mouthing the place a little vocally
Sure.
because I can't not.
Well, what does every Rosie's
like-
have? It always has at
every
least-
Rosie has. Okay, it's got the watery soup.
Mhm.
Check. It's
Which
got
is always a special.
yeah, which is always a special. It's always got the menus with the burns on them, right? Like check this again. Like look at all these like it's like someone put a cigarette out on this thing. The bathroom always smells of it's like that cheap detergent stuff, you know,
The pink soap smell.
the pink soap. I don't know who makes that stuff, but it always smells the same. So I'm just gonna like I have to keep reaming on the place. This is why I go to good restaurants.
And you want to refill a coffee? The waitress says, standing next to you the whole time.
No, it's coming off a bit burnt. I'm sorry.
Really, I
think
thought it
it's
was
all
actually pretty good today. But yeah, fair enough.
this is a good day. That's rough.
You ain't kidding, hon. Like, seriously? This place is the pits.
I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Which is too bad, because I used to work at a place called the Pits. The Pits was not the Pits, if you follow. But what's edible on the menu right now is going to be the hash. Anything with potato primary is going to be good. We actually do have some pretty good pie. Apple and...
All right, I'll take some of everything.
Oh, wait, you serious?
He's a big boy. He needs to eat.
He is a big boy.
It's yeah.
Mommy like. I'll be right back with your coffee, your coffees and waters. The coffees will be on me, hon. Okay. Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays to you too. Oh, can we get some more strawberry jam?
I'll see what I can shake up for you. All right. And you're left at the table to plan your calamity.
Oh dear.
Just as a quick thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use my new knack that I just bought with all of that XP that we had. The most dangerous prey,
Okay.
which is a hunter knack. I have to choose an enemy to be my quarry. So
Okay.
I'm choosing, what was his name? The brother.
Dimitri.
Dimitri. I'm choosing Dimitri. And then when I pursue my quarry, I gain an enhancement bonus to every single roll I make against him.
That's great.
That's gross.
Yeah. I also get access to
Yeah.
a couple of stunts and stuff. I double checked this in the book, but hunter knacks, they don't need, like, it's not like I need to see him or anything to start that.
Oh, of course not, because you're hunting.
Yeah, exactly. So
Nice.
I
I know that we had a thing with that on Werewolf the other night, where it was like, wait, can we apply this? Do you have to? And this one's like, obviously,
line
you're...
of sight.
Yeah. What? It doesn't really say.
Yeah.
All right.
But yes, I'm just turning that on.
I will put an asterisk on Dimitri's post-it note character sheet because this system makes me have post-it notes a lot. I love it.
And I get that until end of session or until I catch him, whichever comes first. And I feel like catch him in this case might be more than just find him.
Nice. Take him out on a date. Yeah, take him home to meet,
Yeah, right?
meet your dad.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Your mom would not be impressed. My daughter dating?
Yeah.
Mr.
Fair
Gagner.
enough. So I was thinking for actually going into this, it might be handy for me to set up on top of a building a ways away with a view of the brewery. And my
How's that going to work?
and-
You're
just let me finish. I think you're gonna like this.
all right.
I can set up over there, over on a building with a view of the brewery. You guys go in with my doppelganger, and we send him in first.
What?
And
now?
and with Machiko asking that, I am going to spend a legend, and I have a doppelganger. Let me just read this up for you.
Wait, how long does he last? because-
the number of days.
Is it in view or spend?
It is spend. Number of days equal to my trickster calling, which
God,
is
okay.
3. So make a knack skill
Nice.
roll, and with any successes, make an exact copy of yourself. The copy has all your attributes and skills, knacks, and boons, and is controlled by you. This doppelganger may be sent to perform any social or investigative tasks independently of you. Yes, Kelly.
Why don't you leave him on the building?
Because
Okay, well, just an idea.
actually because what I was thinking of, it cannot benefit from teamwork actions and dissipates into dust if attacked.
Okay.
So it can do whatever I want it to, but as soon as it gets attacked, it dissipates.
Does it get it doesn't get copies of all your equipment though, right? So it doesn't have like your super rifle or anything like that, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But it could go in and it gets attacked and boom, we take out
Okay.
what's her face.
But wouldn't it's not likely to get attacked on the roof, so then it could still be attacking while you're attacking in. Then you're not going to lose it?
Knock it off.
Potentially, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
We'd have an extra.
We'd have an extra. Yeah. that's
Also,
a very good
breweries
point.
often like if it goes into the back of the brewery, then you probably won't have like line of sight because breweries
that's fair.
normally don't have windows in the back.
Really?
In the actual brewery portion.
Yeah, often
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it's usually just kind of like corrugated iron walls. Corrugated steel.
Yeah, they're pretty industrial.
Or brick.
Usually.
Actually,
unless
this is
they're, like, a
Philly, it'd be brick.
showcase.
Oh, I guess I'm just used to the ones in town that are all glass.
filter.
That's true. The ones in town are almost all glass.
Yeah. All the brewery portions are all surrounded
They,
by
Yeah,
they
you
really
can
are, because
see-
we live on the West Coast and everything's like.
Yeah,
really-
exactly. So that's
Yeah,
kind of
because
what
they're
I was
trying to be
what I was
fancy, I
looking
guess,
for,
and
yeah.
show you
So-
all the fancy copper stills and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post in the Twitch chat for everybody to see. This is kind of the look of a brewery that I'm thinking.
Is this one of the ones that you sent?
No, it's going on in the actual Twitch chat, so you should see it in the.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep. So that way everybody can see. So I'm picturing kind of like a big, like red brick building, probably about 3 stories tall at the actual brewery portion, but like that kind. So it does have windows, but they're fairly small.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So okay, I was imagining a totally different
No, it's totally fair.
building.
We could probably still have, like, if you wanted to use your doppelganger as like backup, essentially, to cover us on going in and leaving.
Well,
do
and
that.
then going back to like range scales and movement, we
Mhm.
can move one range scale in a round, right?
Yeah, so you would get there in probably about 2 rounds, maybe 3, no matter how far you are, so long as you are inside of narrative distance.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I think we might just have a second person come in too.
Okay.
A second one of us. So
Okay.
it's just like, ah,
So your second, do you spend that? You use that legend right now?
yeah.
Okay. Where does he appear?
He's gonna appear beside me, I guess.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, in the back seat, because I'm assuming it has like a bench seat in the back.
You guys are in a restaurant.
There's no masquerade.
That's why I was like, does he just show up at the table, or does he walk out of the bathroom? Like, what's going on here?
He's gonna walk out of the bathroom.
Does he just like lean behind the bench next to you and go, "Hey"?
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
There we
right
go.
as I say, right as I say, yeah, my doppelganger. Oh hey, how's it going? Good. How are you?
Ha,
Too
now,
bad.
now you know what it's like to play 2 characters at once.
Now I know.
This is going to be the entire game. Is Mike talking to
Oh my
himself?
It's always
You
sunny.
need a hat or something, or like a mustache that you can just like put on and be like, aha.
You had spare mustaches, Jen. You could have. We could
He
have.
didn't tell me he had a doppelganger.
That's true. I
That
shouldn't blame
is
this on
true.
you. As always, I'll blame it on Mike.
That's
All right. Does anyone else think this lady's gonna, try to kill us? Because
oh
I
definitely.
don't know, that there was definitely I felt like there was a bit of venom on that last that last word of that conversation on the phone.
Yeah, no,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, no, it's definitely a trap.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're the ones surprising them, but I'm betting.
I kind of
Well, we
doubt
told
it
them-
somehow.
We told them where exactly we're going to show up, when exactly we were going to
Yep.
show up. They're going to be prepped as hell.
Exactly.
Ugh. All right.
Mike, I am
Yep.
invoking the fate-bound condition on you,
Okay.
and as you are talking about how nobody here is like, you're not prepared, and you guys are getting your stuff in order. You are going to see a very well-to-do businessman, kind of in his 50s, brown suit, bowler hat, gray mustache, looking very prim and proper. Gets up out of the diner seat, snuffs out his cigarette, and best go back to the office for business. And then suddenly, as he turns around, he's going to bang into a boy of about 15, 16. Fairly dark skin, looks maybe Pakistani, Indian, that type of complexion. Oh, hey, why don't you watch where you're going, old guy? I say, you hooligan youth, and he will wander off to the front of the till. It's at that point that you will notice that the boy has definitely grabbed his wallet and is quickly, like, just glances around, sees you looking at him. Dad! And he's going to approach the table.
Oh God, am I fate bound to this kid now?
You are fate bound to this child. This child is your apprentice.
Oh my god! Well, we're gonna end up getting
They choose the
killed like
worst
that.
times to help. You gain 1 legend, and their next action. So when they try to help you at the worst time, their next action is a mixed action. Whatever you were trying to do, plus stopping your apprentice from doing something disastrous. The storyteller decides on a dice pool for the second action. Blah blah blah. So this is resolved when this kid dies or is taken out of play permanently, or if he decides he's learned all he can from you.
Oh my god!
So you will gain. So when he gets you in trouble, you will regain your legend. In the meanwhile, though, he starts like. Let me rephrase this. So he like checks that, looks around, and looks over at you, sees you checking, seeing that he has the money, and before he can get a chance to react, you'll see at the front of the till, like at the front of the room where the businessman is paying, "My wallet's gone! Officer!" He points to a cop that's sitting at the counter. "That boy just picked my pocket!" The kid like looks over at your table, walks up, "Hi, Dad!" and slides in next to the rest of you.
Hmm.
Do you have any legend left, Mike?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Hi, little boy.
Hi.
Augie, do you have something to tell us about?
I just how happy I am to be with my found family on the holidays.
You're not
that-
part of our family.
Is that
No, I'm part of
so?
his. This is my dad, right? Seriously, man.
Oh,
help me.
really?
Yeah, man, help me out. As he says that, the cop approaches. He's a real rotund gentleman, we'll say. Well, he's a beat cop with a bit of a tire sagging over his belt. The gun is already unbuttoned on one side, as well as the top button of his pants, because this is, you know. He's got a thick red mustache that dangles down to his chin, the first chin, not the second, and has kind of greasy ginger hair that's buzzed real low on the sides, but still manages to be greasy. So, what seems to be the problem? Oh god, he's accidentally Bill Burr. Okay. Never mind, he's not that big. He's pretty rail thin. Bill Burr, I guess. So, what's the problem here?
Nothing.
This kid just came over and joined our table randomly.
Oh, is that so?
You guys will remember I'm locked honorable at the moment.
Yep.
Oh my god, you are too!
Jesus Christ.
Is that so, huh? Well, listen, kid. Just because it's a holiday doesn't mean that you're gonna get anything easy. Okay? I think you should come with me. What?
How about this? What do you get for the holiday, sir?
We mean, what do I get for the holidays? I get.
Are you expecting anything nice at home for the holidays?
Yeah, my kid's probably gonna give me a necktie.
A necktie.
I was afraid that was supposed to be some sort of innuendo. I'll like whisper over to to one of the other characters.
What the fuck am I doing? Like just blatant whispering at the table.
Machiko's just kind of watching us going, you know what? I'm just going to see how this plays out. I'm really curious what he's going to do.
Me too, but it's on him.
Yeah.
What are you getting at?
What do you want for the holidays?
Peace on earth and goodwill toward men.
I mean, I can
Augie,
give you one
are
of
you
them.
going to try to bribe him?
I mean, what's it to you?
Well, you shouldn't do that. This guy's, he's a peace officer. He's got stuff to do, man.
I mean, that
That's-
doesn't usually
That leads to
stop me.
corruption. It leads to all sorts of problems. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
I mean, this is my day job.
Well, Aaron, why don't we go look at the dessert case?
Ugh.
No, I think that you all should just sit down until we get this resolved.
They got nothing to do with it. It's you and I.
Oh, really? We don't have business, okay? This kid is coming with me. All right.
I think the kid's coming with me.
I'm gonna need to see some ID, sir. And he's gonna put his hand on the butt of his gun. Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Would you like to make me a roll?
What What am I rolling for?
Well, actually, you know what? At this point, the kid is going to try to help you out.
Oh my god.
My dad. Listen, officer. Like, I didn't do anything to that guy. We just lost my mom, and we're just trying to have, a dinner with Uncle Bob, and he gestures to the other you, and and my mom's family, and I just and he'll start trying to cry.
Oh my god, this is painful.
So you're going to regain a legend, but your next action is a mixed action. Whatever you were originally trying to do, plus stopping your apprentice from doing something disastrous.
Okay, I'm going to do a persuasion and manipulation roll on him.
Okay, for that, and then what I want you to do is a composure, and because I get to choose the dice pool for the second action. Composure and a composure and empathy roll to see what the hell this kid's deal is.
All right, so I have
So this is the way this works. What is your composure plus empathy?
4.
Cool. That's your dice pool for both.
My entire dice pool?
And you have to split the successes between.
What the hell?
That's a mixed dice pool.
Oh, mixed dice pools are horrible.
I know, they're great, but you get your legend back, so shut up.
I didn't. I thought you get to choose a fate binding to get your legend back. I didn't think it just automatically happened.
I mean, let's see.
Kelly decided to throw it at you.
I decided to throw it at you and you laughed, so I assumed that your laughter was consent.
That's fair.
It usually is with you. Let's see. So if you're not enjoying this, we can do something else.
No, this is fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
But yes, you are right. Technically, we should work together for the fate binding, but this was on top of my mind, so I thought.
Oh, you know what else? So I got 3 successes on that, by the way.
Okay.
And you know what else? I have a doppelganger with all my skills and attributes, who can act independently of me as well, and I control what he does.
That's true.
So he's gonna jump in as well.
Okay, so he may make a 4 dice roll as well.
Okay.
These will count as enhancements on your first roll.
Okay. Ow. All right.
Okay, so this is a professional, so he's got a...
All right, so that was 4 on the second one.
4 on the second one. Okay, so that
I rolled a 10 twice.
Okay, so 1 sec. And this is against my detecting bullshit skill.
That's fair.
Okay, so here's the way this works. You have seven stunts to spend total.
Okay.
Like 2 successes plus 4 plus 1. Right? Because you have a specialty on the first one that applies?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Actually, and it applies on the second one.
Yeah, no, it would apply on the second one as well, so plus 2.
Okay, so that's a total of 8?
Yes.
Okay. So, the cop got 2, so that's 6 now. You have to spend at least 2 of them... Oh, one of them on the second roll. Because you have to buy off the fate binding. So that means that you have 5 successes to spend between these 2, or 5 stunts.
Okay.
How would you like to spend that?
I'll spend, I guess, 2 to prevent short round from doing anything dumb, and 3 on basically bribing a cop to not bother me. Okay, maybe not bribing a cop to not bother me, but like.
Yeah, no. I think we're gonna go with that. You've paid for him to be corrupt, so he's gonna be corrupt now. And plus, he's played by Bill Burr, which just kind of feels right for that. Right?
That's fair. So yeah, as he asks for ID, I'm gonna pull out my wallet, which has a money clip attached to it, with a bunch of cash.
Yep, sounds good.
And so I'm basically just gonna pull that out and show it to him and be like, oh, sorry, my ID's on the other side of that.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see it. You know, put it down on the table.
And all
All of your papers.
my papers, eh?
I think that's.
And I'll put down like what's
I don't know. What do you think it would be to bribe a cop to not cause trouble for you on a holiday day?
I have no idea how bribing officers work.
I feel like he's telling you to put down your entire wallet so he can take all the money in the clip.
That's what I'm feeling.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna basically just put down like $2,000.
He'll take a look down at it.
You've got a lot more money than that.
You're off at the dessert table.
They never got up.
Oh, that's right, they never did.
We tried, but then we got told no.
Yeah, the cop was like being all threatening.
Though, is it really honorable for Aaron to get involved now? In saying,
told him-
you should bribe him with more?
He told him to put down all of his papers. I'm not telling him not to bribe. I'm just telling him to put all his papers. Put out everything he's got. The cop wants to look at it.
I love Aaron so much. This is
There's,
beautiful.
So good.
You know, your friend here has a point. It is a holiday after all. I hate for you to throw your back out carrying that.
That is true. You know, it is a holiday. I'll put down another $2,000.
The kid across from you will look at you, nod, and put down $10 out of the wallet he stole.
He's helping.
Are you? I'm gonna pretend that I didn't see that for an extra 50.
There you go. I'll put it up neatly. You know, kind of like even it out against the table, and here you go.
He's gonna look down. Tell your kid to drop the wallet. Cash optional.
Will do. Have a nice holiday, officer.
No, drop it now, and the waitress will find it.
I'll elbow the kid.
Sure thing, Dad. And he'll slide the cash out and pause for a moment. Okay. We'll go. You'll hear under the table, and then he'll just kind of like slide the wallet across. Hey, happy holidays. By the way, your license is about to expire. You might want to get that checked out, Illinois.
Oh, it's not our car.
The loner.
We're borrowing it
Aaron,
from a friend.
shut the
Is your
fuck
friend
up.
drunk?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
he's
He's a little
perpetually
special.
drunk.
A little Irish in the coffee, you know?
Yeah, he's not driving. Don't worry.
Yeah, maybe don't stop in Philly, buddy. You're kind of coming off a bit Amish. Have a nice day. And he's gonna just turn and walk
too.
away.
Is that a bad thing?
In this case, yes.
Yup.
Sorry, did I do something wrong?
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, kid.
Nice. I expected at least me to get arrested.
I deal with cops on a regular basis. It's part of my day job.
And you find that just like having a lot of money helps?
Yeah.
It helps in a
generally.
lot of situations, kid.
And Augie has a lot of money.
If you pay money, you can do whatever you want.
Not always.
Yeah, if you wanted someone to adopt you and to be financially stable, he'd be the one to choose.
I'm not adopting anybody.
He'll give you
What's
like
wrong
the
with
big
adoption?
brown eyes.
You want me to make a roll against that or what?
No, we're good. We're good. Unless you want the risk of succumbing to it, yes.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well,
I won't be evil and geese you.
You will or won't?
I won't.
Okay.
Oh, I won't.
Can you, speaking of, can you have more than one active at a time? Because you currently have one on the Claricon.
I believe that he can, but he keeps picking up counter ones in return. So it's like, I think it's filling your pockets with rocks and then going
I
swimming.
have to spend a legend to do it.
Oh,
So-
right.
And then the
Because I
waitress
spend
gets
it and
fate
then
bound to you, and like, you know. It's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all a thing.
You just start collecting more people. Yeah.
well, thanks for the tips, Dad.
You're welcome, son.
And he's going to get up and leave the table, having learned all he can from you. Oh, I didn't read the second half of... I didn't read the second part of that sentence. 1 minute. I need a contested pool against you.
Oh. What pool?
So I would like your... would this be defense, or would this be... Make me a wits and... So basically what's going to happen is he's learned all he can from you, and what he's learned is that having a lot of money will help you succeed no matter what. So he's going to approach you, thanks Dad, and give you like a hug.
Of course.
What would you roll to not be pickpocketed?
Cunning.
Okay, cunning and subterfuge?
Cunning and subterfuge, yeah.
That sounds good. So he is a... So I've got...
Also... You're probably not stupid enough to be taken in like that immediately after you watch him pickpocket somebody.
I skimmed the first part of this, and it decides he's learned all he can from the Scion, then convert this fate bonding to a rival of the same strength. Okay. That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And that's better than 2.
8. 8.
Okay. All right, so you are going to feel his hand kind of like snake into your shirt as he gives you a hug.
I'm gonna just grab it lightly, so I don't actually hurt the kid, but lightly, and kind of move it out and be like, the second lesson for you. Learn first.
You learn through experience, right?
Experience with people that you can take advantage of. Not the people who are teaching you to take advantage of people. Not yet, anyways.
Okay.
Give it 5 years.
I'll see you in 5 years then. And he will leave the table and just walk off. Having memorized your driver's license when you pulled it out. And I can't believe what this kid's name is. I flipped open a random name generator for him.
Yep.
It's literally John Hughes.
What? You're kidding?
Yep. We're running a game based off John Hughes movies, and he's named John Hughes.
Wow.
Oh boy.
This just got interesting.
It converts to a rival. That's hilarious.
Beautiful.
Yep, so
That's
you now have a fate-bound rival that... Oh, actually, when it ends, it's of the same strength, so that is only for a story, probably. But it'll compel him forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might have something in the future. This kid will come back in a future episode, probably, if we ever do this again. All right, so with that,
That's funny.
the Rosie waitress will come and drop off your food, and it's fine. The pie's actually decent. It's solid. It was more decent yesterday than it was today, but it's still decent.
Okay. Aaron will comment such and then forlornly consume everything.
All right. Okay, so you finish your meal and realize that for the 2-hour time span, and it was about an hour to get down to Philly, you've probably only got about 20 minutes to get there now, unless you drove super fast.
Oh, we should probably get going.
Yeah, well, we're not the ones who ordered the entire menu, so...
What? I
We
was
should go.
hungry.
Yeah, let's
Also
get
on
out of
time
here.
crunch.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Just that we're also on a time crunch.
That's
No one really
real.
mentioned it.
I kind of assumed that you knew.
Seeing as we mentioned on speakerphone that we were meeting at 2.
Let's
yeah, but I'm
go,
not the
guys.
one. Like, okay.
We're starting to reach that point of people who didn't want to travel together are like, these people are annoying me.
God. It's so good. Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
so y'all head back to the car, pay your tab, and as you head back to the car and drive out, what's the plan? What was the final idea that you're doing?
So yeah, with a building like that, I think do we just want to go in? They said to
Yeah.
park around back. and go in.
Just keep an eye out for traps, as they've had a couple hours now to get ready for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try not to get separated if we can, particularly like alone.
Yeah.
That's probably.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just going to get there as one big group, just kind of walk in through those doors and see what's going to happen.
Yep, basically.
Actually, I have a slightly better idea. We're gonna. My phone alarm decided to go off. Let's go in as a group, but maybe we're in pairs so that Ogimaa can do a bit of chatting first without Aaron.
That's probably for the
Hey,
best.
I'm a
You're
pretty
a little-
social guy. Why shouldn't I be there?
You're a super
little too
social guy
honest right now.
who just was really super honest in a situation that,
Did not need it.
yeah.
That,
I'm expecting Ogimaa's gonna have to lie a bunch, and
Yes.
he doesn't need you to.
Tell the
But
truth.
Yeah,
Hey, no. I could still be useful.
you can
the
definitely
s-
be useful, just
the
not
sister-
right next to him.
The sister, what was her name again? Mina or
What's
something?
his name?
Like, Aaron honestly doesn't remember.
Maisie.
It was Maisie.
Yeah.
Maisie. She was kind of into me. Like, maybe I could be a distraction there.
Yeah, we'll see what the situation is, but I mean, we could probably split into pairs somehow, and we might be able to get more done that way. I just don't want us to be alone.
Why don't we just stay as one big group? Well, whatever.
Because you'll blow our cover.
Why do you think I'll blow your cover?
Because you just blew our
did.
cover.
That was his fault.
Anyways, I think you're totally right, Phoebe. Let's go in, maybe just two of us right off the bat.
Sure.
And then the rest of the team to follow in.
Okay.
Also, I apologize on behalf of Aaron.
It's
That's
fine.
okay. That's okay.
He's so funny.
It's so great.
He's just
Like,
like,
honestly.
Are you trying to
really
bribe a
don't get
police?
this, do you?
I think this is honestly the better of the alternative one. The alternative one is prowess, where I'd just be like, I'm the best at everything. You'd never be able
Turn
to.
into Gaston.
Yeah, big
You're-
Gaston. Like,
You're
full on.
bribing the police officer? I'll bribe him more.
You start having basically like a shuffle off with him.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Now, I have to take a brief standout just
Alright,
to
that
go
sounds
feed
good.
the cat.
So
'cause
you guys
it's
head to
time.
the Stacky's Brewery, and on the transit, why don't you go give your cat his medication? And I'm just going to remind somebody of a rule that I think we were misinterpreting originally, and that is defense. All of you have a defense of 1, standard. Your the defense trait is what you roll when you are going full defense. You double it and apply stunts there. So I couldn't remember because it's been a week since we played. But everyone should only have a defense of 1.
I thought you could roll to defend.
1 if you have
As
not been
well.
attacked so far, you can. Yes.
Yes. That was that whole.
That was the whole. I couldn't remember how we resolved that, but I was just looking at that and I'm like, so what's the thing is the etc. Whereas and it's because it's completely different for antagonists. They have a static defense that's much higher, but more things happen. Also, they don't get defensive rolls, so
Fair.
only you get.
And then for a full action, we can do full defense,
Yes,
and we get double that pool.
Yeah.
But we still have to roll it.
yes, you still have to roll it, but
Could go terribly.
I mean, you could be rolling 10 dice for that usually, right? So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So, how's everybody doing so far?
Good.
Not too bad.
God.
I'm having fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Sorry
This is
that
just
I.
ridiculous.
Sorry, I inflicted basically a Aladdin on you.
That was really funny. I wasn't expecting. Well, it's like because I wasn't expecting it right away, so it kind of threw me off guard.
It's
a bit,
supposed to be in the
scene.
scene that you use the legend or the one directly following, and I'm like,
This works.
This works, and
Yeah.
it's a little quicker than I think it would normally last, but it adds flavor and means you have a fated encounter, which that seems like it was.
Yeah, that was really good. I liked that.
Also, I love that Soul Omen in the chat looks like she's getting the all of my puns, because these names are super punny and nobody's caught them because they're deep cuts.
Nice.
Except for John Hughes, that one was like a very shallow cut. What were you about to say, Jen?
I was just gonna in character, Machiko. Which one of the boys do you want to go with? I'm pretty good with persuasion and lying and stuff.
That's true. Well, I can try and wrangle Aaron.
Yeah, that's the part I'm not sure. You might have a better chance at wrangling him than I do.
I can try. No guarantees here, though.
In all honesty, I'm thinking we don't need to wrangle him for that long, because
Long enough
either
that it sounded pretty damn obvious that they did not believe.
either they're gonna spring a trap on us super quickly, or we're gonna have to be like on it. So
Yeah.
probably won't be too long. I just don't want to go in and immediately blow a cover if we happen to still have one. So yeah, Ogimaa, you and I will go in.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Um,
You can follow.
and with that, Ogimaa he's gonna open up his briefcase, and there's a very nicely sheathed tomahawk in there. He's gonna take it out and hand it to Ogimaa number 2, Ogimaa cubed, or no, Ogimaa squared.
This weird.
Tugima.
Yeah, he's gonna give the tomahawk to Ogimaa.
I guess Twagima,
No.
because of the
Ogimaa.
French.
Yeah, that's yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give you that.
Oh, wait, no,
one.
that'd be 3. You'd be Dugima.
Ogimaa. So he's gonna give the
Doogie.
tomahawk to Doogie. And
I'm just picturing you suddenly Neil Patrick Harris, and it's all like. All right, keep going. Keep going.
yeah, basically that was it. He's gonna give a tomahawk to Doogie, and yeah, and tell him to, when we get there, to hang around with Machiko and Aaron and Yuki until it's time to storm the palace.
What does he say?
Okay, that sounds good. Yes, it does. Good.
God damn. Okay. With that, you find yourselves driving down the road. Soon you're on the outskirts of Philly, where a lot of the industrial complexes are, and soon enough you will find the Stacky's Brewery. It's a large red brick building with the occasional window panes letting light in. There's a main tap room out front, which looks like where most people gather, and then the actual brewery at the back. The building forms a rough L shape. You can see that there's a giant silo for grain that stands about 3 stories tall, kind of in the crook between the L-shaped building, kind of right at the angle. And it's fairly quiet. It seems like it's decorated for the holidays. There's even a reef on the front door. And there's a couple cars parked in the parking lot.
Oh, so it looks like there are actually people here.
Yeah, looks like.
Either that or they brought people in specifically to deal with us.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah, I bet they called in their whole little army.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just overcame
Assume
a
that
condition.
until proven otherwise.
Forgot you just overcame a condition. So I'm taking a point of tension. So you have 5 points of momentum. I have 6 points of tension. Let's have some fun.
Use it all, guys. Use
Oh,
it
dear.
all.
Okay. So you find yourself parking out front. What do you do?
All right, we're gonna go in, I guess.
Yeah. I'll head
I
in
will
with
hang
Ogimaa.
out by the car and, hey, Aaron, hang out with me for a few minutes. Let them just do their silly talking thing, okay? Like, they'll
Well, I could do
chat.
this. Hey,
And
we could at least
then-
go into the tap room and like get a beer or something. You want a beer?
Actually,
Which way
that
did they go?
They go into the tap room.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're going into the tap room. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Well, you know what? We could just wait for a few minutes, and then once the fight starts, once it's over, we can have a beer afterwards. Before leaving, it's only fair after what they put us through,
You know what? That is fair. That is fair.
right?
Fair is what's important right now.
Yep, pretty much.
Aaron's just gonna kind of gently lean on Sleipnir, if Sleipnir's okay with that.
Yep, it's fine. Meanwhile, inside, as you enter, you can hear there's some low-key metal playing over. Seems like a rendition of Jingle Bells.
Oh, now I have to go find that file on the desktop.
Do you want me to send it to you?
I got it.
Why is everything popping up on screens? Okay. Playing in the background as you enter. Doing a quick appraisal of the situation, you see that there are quite a few people inside of the tap room. There's a bartender just behind the main long bar, and about 4 people sitting along the bar enjoying a beer. Down along a great table that's directly next to the bar, both of these on your left in front of you, are another 4 people sitting across from each other, chatting. They've all got beers out in front of them. A couple of them are dressed like Philadelphia Flyers fans, you know, like big hoodies, heavy jackets. Some guys at the bar are dressed a little more upscale, suits, jackets, things like that. Can I get a wits... Actually, would you like to make me a roll upon entering?
Yeah, sure.
So this is going to be a perception-based roll to notice details.
Okay. So we got to pick a skill for kind of what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Survival and intellect?
Sure.
I'm gonna go with how about empathy plus cunning to just kind of figure out like these people's motivations and why they're here. And
That sounds... Oh my god. I just rolled like a pool for my deception part of this. I got 5 successes
sweet.
on 3 dice.
Nice.
Jesus.
Oh, on 4 dice. My bad. 4 dice. So that's your difficulty is going to be 5.
For,
Well, I have a lot of dice, so
is it meet or beat, or is it
So
tie? Or
tie
how
goes
does
to
it-
the defender.
Okay.
So in this case, you would not notice details, but if you have anything that would give you an enhancement for perception, so poker face.
Poker face, yeah.
Okay.
That'll work. So that gives me 6.
Okay, so you'll just barely notice some things. Jen.
I also got 6 with enhancements.
Perfect. As you go in, the conversation inside of the room with like the metal playing overhead, it's actually a really nice place. Describing the inside of this, you see that there's about 8 tables, one great long table directly in front of the front door that could probably fit about 24 people at it. You can see there's a door at the back of this room, like basically on the... It goes about 80 feet in, and then there's like a glass wall that lets you like look into the brewery and see them as they're doing their work and stuff if you'd like. The old copper stills and the new new steel vats inside of there. There's a door that leads down the stairs into that room at the back. The washrooms are located at the back right of the room, and it's got a good festive atmosphere. The metal's playing. It seems to kind of have like... This has the vibe of a group that either bought or inherited an old brewery and tried to make it hip and kind of succeeded. The bartender actually looks like a cool guy. The right amount of tattoos, the right amount of shaved head, the right amount of smile over his curling mustache and beard. The right amount of bicep vein. And as you go in, this place feels really nice. It'd be a shame if anyone here had actually drank any of their beer. And that's the first thing that you both will notice looking around. Jen, what was your skill that you used?
Empathy, specifically like motivations and just kind of.
You know that everyone's trying not to look at you. That's the first thing you notice. They,
Okay.
like, one guy looks up and you see a foot under the table nudge his. And he, like, looks back at his drink and continues talking and laughing. Mike, what Ogimaa is going to notice is that no one's had any of their beer. The beer's been poured, and aside from a sip, like, the beers are within an inch of all of the same level. When have you ever been in a bar where that happens, right? And at the back of the room, you see that the door to the brewery opens, and Dimitri Stakis is going to walk through. All of his 6'3" glory. He's wearing a dark button-up shirt with a Christmas bow tie,
oh, sorry.
And like a Yule themed bow tie anyway. Pair of black slacks.
So is he walking towards us?
Yeah.
Okay, so seeing that, Ogimaa and all of his 5'7" glory is going to walk up towards him and meet in the middle of the tap room.
Okay.
I'll walk along with him, but I'm also just gonna like pull out my phone and just kind of like scroll a little bit, but also send a quick text to Machiko. That's just kind of like, it's not gonna say much. It's mostly just a like alert of something's up, maybe come soon.
You can just
sort of
just trap.
Well, yeah, I just didn't even want to have to like text too much because I don't want them to notice.
Fair enough.
So I think it's just like, hey, there's a text. It's literally the letter T or something that I just send to you.
A frowny face.
Frowny face, yeah.
Frowny emoji.
We'll probably interpret that as either time or trap or something along those lines. Okay.
And outside, as you receive that ding, Yuki will be sitting next to the car with you and will... and we'll start doing that low growl that...
The warning growl?
The real growl.
Okay, Machiko's gonna look around immediately because that's a weird sound from him.
He starts pointing at the brewery.
Okay.
All right.
I'll turn to Aaron and just be... Well, I think it sounds like it's time. Look at that. We didn't have to wait that long after all.
Hey, Mr. Gagner.
Aaron's just gonna pull out his baseball bat and be like, ding ding on the ground and start charging it up, and we just walking in there.
Well, maybe let's not walk in quite that obviously, but
he'll tuck it behind his back.
Okay. And that's where we're going to cut back to inside of the brewery. So inside of the brewery, Mr. Gagner, how you doing?
Firstly, Gagner, and secondly, very well, thanks. And how are you?
That's good. Look, hey, my sister had something come up. The brewery's actually, you know what, is doing pretty good right now, but I wanted to tell you in person that presently our supply chain doesn't really afford the ability to supply down to Chicago. We'd love it if we could meet you again in the future, but since you were coming here, I thought, can I treat you to a meal and then, like, you can be on your way? A liquid meal anyway?
No, that's okay. We figured we'd stop by anyway to see what's going on, so...
Yeah, well, that's what's going on. Like, you can, if you want something like, I know you normally don't drink beer, but well, that's too bad. Well, why don't we just call it a day then?
But you have something I want.
You say you didn't want beer. What else do you want? I got a knuckle sandwich. You got roll initiative.
Nice. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to throw that in, guys.
You absolutely did.
That's
I had
a sandwich.
As soon as as like the people there who were like,
that has to be the moment we walk in. Because I need Aaron to say that line in actual.
Okay, that'll be good. So everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay. Now, how did that work again?
So
you pick your 2 skills that you're gonna mainly use
your
for
combat skill and.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2.
Guess whose might is up? 5 now.
Nice.
Okay, so Maisie has an initiative of boom. And Dimitri has an initiative of 1, 2. Well, that's useful. Good job, twins. Roll the same number. Then, one sec. Got to pull out some stats for my extra friend, which is going to be the best part of this episode.
Nice. Oh, come on.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Maybe we'll see. Initiative.
Oh, I need to roll initiative for Doogie.
Yeah. See, this is basically this ability just is training you to be a DM. Yeah, a DM, storyteller, SG, whatever people gonna call it. Okay, so mooks have 3 dice of initiative. Okay, I'm going to assume that all of the. Okay. All right, so counting initiative right now. Who has?
Hold on, my dice roller screwed up, so I'm
Sure.
still trying to do it.
Totally fine. All right, and everybody, I sent you a copy of Sky Titans by Dark Fantasy Studio. You can switch to that because it's dope.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, so what do we? Jen, did your dice roller work again?
Yeah, I just had to restart.
All right,
it.
anybody get more than 10 successes?
No.
10.
You got
12.
Okay.
Wow.
I rolled 10 dice to be fair.
Okay, so it's gonna go Machiko.
And I got about 3 10s, so I had to re-roll a few.
So
I got 10 dice and I got 4.
So Machiko, then Ogimaa. Did you roll for Yuki?
8.
Okay. Anybody
Oh
get?
my god.
Jen, what'd you get?
7.
Okay, so Yuki, then.
Doogie
Phoebe?
got 7 as well.
Oh god. Okay, then Phoebe. Then we're down to the 4s. So what was your pool there, James? You had 10?
My pool is 10, yeah.
Okay, so Dimitri is going to go ahead of you. And actually, so is Maisie.
That's a
Because-
shame.
Well, they've got stuff that counts for enhancements for this, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
So, and then Aaron, then Dottie. You'll meet Dottie, don't worry. And then all of the mooks.
Yay, mooks.
I'm just going to give them one initiative roll for all 8 of them.
Okay.
Fair.
All right, so there. How about a knuckle sandwich? And Aaron says, "Ooh, there's a sandwich."
Did someone say sandwich? With
And-
the baseball bat like literally popping out above his head.
and then you will see that
Behind.
all of the men in the room start to stand up. And that's going to be the beginning of the fight. Machiko, what do? You're at the front doors. There is a great table directly in front of you. 4 men on your left, 4 men on your right, and then a trio of your allies and Dimitri in the center
Okay.
of the room.
Well, I'm gonna pull my concealed sword from behind me
Done?
and I guess attack. Can I attack multiple at a time if they're just mooks?
If they're mooks, basically, each success is a mook.
Excellent. I just want to like knock them all out. I don't
Okay.
necessarily want to kill them because they're just like senseless mooks.
It's a storytelling game. You can totally reverse that. So yeah,
all right.
you can reverse your blade, fight like Kenshin.
All right. I'm gonna pull Kusanagi then and attack the mooks.
Okay.
Just
So
get them the hell out of the way.
are you attacking the ones at the bar who are dressed in suits, or the ones to your right at like the short table, or pardon me, at the long table that are dressed in kind of like casual wear?
I'm gonna go for the suits
Okay.
because I feel like that's even more funny. Is a girl in jeans and a t-shirt with a freaking like katana attacking a bunch of guys in dark suits.
Sounds good. You may go ahead, rush up and attack them. Go ahead.
Okay, one sec.
Damn.
I have something fun, guys. just so you know.
So they reach
I
up
think we
and
all have
grab.
something fun.
You notice that like hidden by the side of the bar, they had like baseball bats and cudgels and like crowbars and brass knuckles as they're standing up.
Well, they're probably not too thrilled to see me pull a freaking sword then.
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
honestly kind of hoping you don't get too many of them because I want to do something fun with them too.
Well, I'm sorry, but Okay. 8 successes.
God damn it!
Okay, wait,
There
hold
goes
on.
my entire
Hold
move.
on. Each one of them has a defensive 1, so that means you take 4 of them out.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
I'm cool with that.
So you rush up. The guys at the bar draw their weapons, stand up, and like start ambling
I get
toward
2,
you.
and then I want to say I bounce up, like push, like jump, hit 2, put 1 foot on the bar, push off, and get the other 2.
Okay, that sounds great. So you will do that, like smashing your blade into them. They fly across the bar. One of them sails over the bar, hits the glass, or pardon me, the mirror behind it. All the top shelf alcohol just explodes everywhere. The bartender jumps down, and you'll hear from behind the bar.
And right as oh, sorry, you were.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, right as we hear him cock a gun, you'll hear the sound of Ogimaa jack around into his rifle he's already pulled out, fire a shot in the air, just like kind of like bang into the air, and I'm gonna drop the boon hornet's nest.
Okay.
And what that does is, of course, I replace my search with another one. What that does is that spend 1 legend, duration 1 scene, multiple characters.
Spend a legend. Cool. 1 sec. Let me go back to my fate binding page.
Yep, basically. So that's spend a legend, and you create an instant riot. All trivial characters in range, plus up to legend 3 non-trivials, will stop whatever they're doing, create a wild and disruptive frenzy, mob, or protest, whichever is most appropriate. If the story guide has
Wait.
Yeah,
I feel like that's happening anyway. It's already a bar fight, but
Yeah, non-trivial. You're just gonna set us off.
But
what else does it do? Keep going.
yeah, basically, yeah, just like if the story guide has specific plans for what a mortal character is doing in the scene, he can declare them unavailable as targets, whatever. You have no control over the mob, but they're reckless and loud and provide a good distraction. So basically, it makes them into, like just like a reckless mob instead of...
Okay, so basically what I see this is going to do is limit any strategic thinking.
Yeah, they're just gonna, like, I'm thinking like they're just gonna just like...
So this
like
means that like the
mob
stackies aren't going to be able to like maybe be quite as... It's going to limit them more than the others.
Yeah, like I'm thinking of it as kind of like, they'll end up just, being, like start fighting amongst each other, or...
What's the range on this?
Whatever. The range...
Geez. It's medium.
Okay, so that's gonna hit that's gonna hit the still room as well. Cool. That is great. I am going to tell you what, I can inflict... I'm gonna give you 3 options here, Mike. I'm gonna inflict Nemesis, Rival, or Traitor.
I would like to point out, just as a moment, Mike, you don't have to accept the fate binding. You can do a sacrifice to also get your legend back.
That's true.
Later.
Okay.
So you don't have to choose a
there
fate
are
binding.
multiple options. Fate binding's fun, but
So
okay, so it was Nemesis, Rival, or Traitor?
Traitor is bending the rules a little. I'm gonna let you know. Basically, like Doogie would probably turn on you, and then you'd have to fight yourself. Which is a little bit beyond the scope of the rules, but it's so funny and it's so chaotic for this riot. I think it's fun, but it would probably be leveling up one of these mooks into like a real enemy. Or you can just not gain the legend back and just not have legend for the rest of the fight.
I will gain the legend back, and I'll take Nemesis.
Nemesis, okay. I will say the bartender is your new nemesis. All right, so if you kill your nemesis at the start of the next episode, you automatically gain another nemesis as probably a family member comes back. It is always meddling in your affairs. Compel this condition before making a roll. You gain... Okay, that you are always meddling. So the next... So do you compel it or do I compel it? That's the thing. So basically, he's going to try to interfere with you. So the next time that you... Okay, so you or I can compel. So to get rid of this, what you will do is you will fail a roll and get a consolation from it. That can be like momentum or something that you choose to fail, and then you get your point of legend back.
Oh, okay, that's the only way I can get it back.
That's the way you get it back. So basically, like your next roll. So what's going to happen is he's probably going to try to do something to like stop you or block you, and he is fated to interrupt you from doing your next cool thing.
I hate it when people interrupt me from doing cool stuff.
The other way, and that's how you get your legend back.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so do you still want to go with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to say that I'm gonna pencil it in as the bartender, but if he gets taken out before his turn, it'll be someone else, because it's destined to happen at this point. Okay, so you fire your gun in the air, tables start flipping over. All of you you're in an old-fashioned bar fight. In the back room, you'll start to hear things just getting really rough in the room where they make the beer. It is Yuki's turn.
All right. He's gonna go for a mook, I think.
Yeah.
Or a couple mooks, whatever he can do.
There's something in the back room that interests him more.
Okay, he'll go for that then.
Okay. Then why don't we go ahead and make a... I'm going to spend a... You know what? I'm going to spend a point of tension to have that thing appear. You'll hear from the back room, "Go fuck him up, Dottie!" And the door, you will hear clank, 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 coming up like the metal staircase in the other room. The door to the distillery will explode inward, and a large Dalmatian with 3 heads and flaming eyes is going to burst through the door and snarl.
So another hellhound.
A Kerberos, actually.
Oh, okay.
And she is going to charge Yuki. And
all right.
So, biting, I have a pool of 9. Yuki can choose to do a dodge action and roll his... Or actually, no, Yuki has a defense score. What am I doing?
Does he? He just has a pool of 9. That's all it says on creatures.
Okay.
So I have no idea how it works.
So
they don't give you literally any more information than that in the creature section.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I will say he has a defense of... He has a defense of 1, which means he has a stat of 5. So we'll assume that that's that. So what you can do is, against this, you can roll me 5 dice.
Okay.
And use those for stunt actions for him.
Dream cat.
Sweet.
Dream.
5.
You got 5?
Yeah, I got 2 10s on the first roll.
Nice.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what are you going to spend those on? So his defense is 1, so you can spend successes into defend, which basically just raises his defense. Roll away or dive to cover. Defend seems like the best idea because that would raise his defense to 6.
Sure, let's do that.
Cool, because that means that I only have 4 successes on this roll. Frustratingly. So...
Cat butt.
Can I do group tactics with myself? I think I can.
Wait, how does that work?
I have 3 heads.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure that we can combine our attack. Let me just check this real quick. I hadn't thought
That's
about
ridiculous.
I hadn't thought about this before the time
terrifying.
was right. Okay, group tactics skill. Sorry, it's just ridiculous that... Because, yeah, you never have more than one of these things at a time, right? So... you know what? I'm going to just roll 2 more dice and see if anything happens. Cool. Still doesn't beat his defense. She is going to rush up and slam into him, and it's his turn. What does he do?
Well, screw that. He's going to attack back.
Okay, I have a defense of 3, so that is what you were trying to beat.
I've got 9 dice. I'm sure I can do
Cool.
that.
Don't forget that you all have 5 points of momentum as well.
I always kind of forget what I can do with that.
You can buy extra dice, you can power abilities, and you can do little tweaks of the scene. It's kind of like Momentum and Conan, but not, and like a lot of the 2D20 games, but not quite so story grabbing.
Okay, so I got 8, so that gives me 5 to play with. I believe, correct?
Yeah. Let me just kind of mark some health boxes 1 sec.
Yuki's just awesome.
Okay.
And to be fair, I'm rolling for him, so.
That sounds good. What would you like to apply? What stance?
Um,
Inflict damage? Grapple?
Let's inflict damage and let's grapple.
Okay. Okay, so inflict. I'll just inflict like a bite on him, we'll say. Kind of like grabs her by the leg. Grapple.
Yeah, whatever makes the most sense, really.
Critical hit, gain control, grapple. Okay, so he will be able to bite her pretty much by like the scruff of the neck, by her collar, and start like scrambling. So that will be you have enough successes that you can grapple and pin, or you can pin her. You can pin or take down. Actually, no, you can pin and take down.
Well, let's do that then.
Okay, so Yuki has decided to deny his opponent her defense against all other attacks, and then renders both she and he prone, but maintain the ground. Basically, it's like a lock condition on the ground. However,
Oh, apparently you've shifted a window and it's now blocking my frame on
god damn
Twitch.
No, it's not that. I keep getting this message from NordVPN to like update. It's popped up over you once already, and I said like later, and they're like, an hour? When is an hour later on?
Jeez.
Oh god, I'm sorry about that, Christine.
Makes me not want to pay for that thing, right?
Right? It's really rough, but I've left it on. I just dragged it off screen and didn't collect anything, so it should be fine. Okay. So he can also choose to do more damage later. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So Doogie. Ogimaa 2.
All right. So I was trying to see if I had any knacks that would be good for this, but I don't.
Okay.
And so what he's gonna do is he's gonna go up and attack Dottie.
Attack the dog?
Yeah, attack the dog.
Okay.
With a tomahawk.
With a tomahawk?
Yeah.
Are you trying to do lethal damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aw, puppy. We could turn. Wait. Would that piss off Hades?
It's a
It's
present.
a Cerberus.
It's literally one of Cerberus's puppies.
Maybe it's a puppy. It's just doing its job.
Doogie will be dissolved soon anyway.
So it is a defense of 0.
And then what was the dude's name again? Dimitri?
Wait, so you're going over to attack the dog?
Well, I'm thinking for a second.
I need to know. I need to know if he's going toward the dog.
Dimitri's in the middle of the room, right?
Dimitri's like right next to you two.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, he's just gonna
Okay, good, because I was about to spend attention to saying nobody fucks with my dog and kick him in the balls. Like that was my held action. I'm like, I'm gonna spend tension to save this dog's life. Because who's the real villain here then? If I have to spend tension, right?
All right. So yeah, he's gonna like make a hack at Dimitri.
Okay, go ahead.
Because that's funny, right?
Okay, sounds good. Dimitri has a defense of 4.
And I got 5.
Okay, so you were going to.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. That's good. All right. So at point blank range, that means that you're going to inflict a point of damage, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say that you give him a nice cut across the front of his chest. You cut his bow tie off. And then what other close combat do you want? What does your weapon do? Like.
So the tags for it are lethal, versatile, thrown, returning. Oh, +2 for everything. I forgot that.
Okay, that's 2 enhancements. So that's on damage, or that's on stunts.
So that's on stunts. Yeah. So
okay.
that was what 5, 6, 7 successes.
So you have 3 stunts that you can buy.
So I have 3 stunts. Yes.
Okay. So you get disarm. You get inflict damage for free. What else would you like to spend?
Well, he's not holding a weapon that I saw.
He is not at the moment. He's got something in his pocket, but that's not here. So seize, knockdown, trip, feint. You could imply. You can basically generate enhancements on an ally's next move. So you could give Jen. You could pay it forward to Jen. You could.
Don't pay it forward to me.
Fair enough. I'll knock him down.
You'll knock him down. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
knock
So
him
surging forward, you're going to slash at him and hit him in the chest. He's very, very tough though, and he's going to take a point of or he's going to take a large cut down the side of his chest and topple to the ground. And he's knocked down and bleeding. Phoebe, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to draw my gun.
Okay.
Imbue a legend, which is a reflexive action to do unerring flight.
Okay.
But I'm not going to fire the gun. I'm just going to point it at him and cry, "Objection!" and use my knack, my
Okay.
objection knack, where I mark a target, and anyone targeting them with an action gains a +1 enhancement to all rolls.
Okay.
This bonus applies before you roll. And then I also gain access to another stunt as well by doing that.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
That's great. So what do you?
Yep.
What do you? Oh, so you have access to another stunt. You don't just. Okay. So
Yeah,
everybody is all powered up. Dimitri's gonna look up. Yeah, object to this, and he's gonna reach into his pocket, and he's gonna pull out a solid gold maglite, like a foot-long flashlight that you see has like the symbol of. I didn't notice you had a cat behind you before, James. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I just looked up and there was like, what the hell's behind you? It has a symbol of Demeter on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to reach up and Ogimaa, you just fired a gun in the middle of this room.
Yeah, I did.
So Ogimaa has a defense of 1 unless you'd like to roll your defense to generate.
I already went this round though.
Yeah, I haven't gone yet.
So I thought you can only roll defense if you haven't gone yet.
Might be if you haven't been attacked yet.
Yeah, I believe.
This has been the confusing part.
That has been the confusing part. I think it's. Let's just double check here. Declare your target. If your target is in range, make an attack. Yeah. Okay. The target takes any injuries based on the inflict. It's their turn. Okay. A target standard defense is 1. A character can defend to increase difficulty based on attack. So yeah, you can roll defensive stunts.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna do that thing.
I believe that you can. I think you can only full defend once, though.
You can
Is it-
you, full defend is your entire action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know that much. I think you can only defend once.
Yeah. Can you look that up before? Well, since
I'm looking it up
cool.
right
You
now.
do that.
yeah.
We'll assume that Mike can use it this time.
Okay,
So-
so what do I do?
So take
Like,
your
just roll a die?
roll your defense pool.
Which is 1.
The defense is the highest of your resistance attributes.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. In that case, it's 3 die.
Yep. So roll 3.
Mhm.
1.
Okay. So you have a defense. I would just add it to your defense, so you have a defense of 2 against me.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. So he is going.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
No, we're both right and wrong.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
What it says is, in response to an attack, the player may reflexively roll. We can do as many reflexive actions as we want.
Okay.
Which means every time we can roll. It's just if we don't get any successes on that roll, we have a standard defense of 1.
Cool. Then that seemed like what I was thinking it was.
Yeah.
It's good to have that validated.
Yeah.
I love kind of being right. Okay, so he is going to try to whack you. That is going to be... yeah, technically is a punch.
Gotta say though, I love this track.
The song?
Yeah.
Dark Fantasy Studios does
Head
great
banging like
stuff.
jingle bells. It's great.
Oh, is that? You're still listening to that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't shifted. I didn't see if you'd posted a new one yet.
It
was
was up
above it.
further.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Ooh, beautiful.
I don't like that.
Okay,
It's
so
not
that
beautiful.
is 4 successes, which means
Against
that
my 2.
against your 2. But hold on, so that gets through. However, this is a magic flashlight, and He is... You know what? This is a final fight. I'm going to spend a point of tension to make it glow with godly light. That means that I have 6 stunts I can spend on you.
Damn.
Ow.
Yeah. Oh, plus the flashlight, which counts as a club, so 7.
Nice.
So it's going to start glowing as it turns on with Demeter's light, and I am going to crank you in the... Or he's going to crank Ogimaa in the face.
That's fair.
Sniper
I would do that.
Ogimaa. So whoever's holding the sniper rifle. That is going to inflict... it's going to inflict a point of bruised, I'm going to say, the bruised condition with black eye.
Okay.
Which means that your firearms are going to have a difficulty increase. And then I'm going to spend to critical, and I'm going to inflict the injured condition, if you will accept it. Unless you can... you know what? I'm going to offer you that. You can take a bruised if you have another bruised.
I do.
Okay, then I will say that is bad headache. Or
I would have a bad headache from getting smashed by a magic.
So we'll
Mag
say
light?
that's if you move from where you are standing right now, you will... Should it be based on, you're in the middle of a... So basically, if you move, your difficulty will go up because motion is making you feel nauseous right now. Okay.
Sure.
Then I am also going to spend... I've got 3 more. I'm gonna use knockdown on you because he had to stand up to do that. And...
Return the favor.
Yeah. And... 5... Oh, you know what? I said that. And he's going to kick your gun out of your hands with disarm.
Oh.
And your gun is going to go... It's going to fly across the... it's just out of your hand, so you have to pick it up.
Okay.
So, don't bring that shit in here, he's going to say. Maisie is going to spend a point of tension. And I need to roll initiative for my new friend. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, so that is... okay. You are going to hear the sound of bending, grinding metal in the next room. And then you're going to hear... And through the windows that you can see into the brewing chamber, you see a 15-foot tall elemental made of grain waddle out from a ripped grain silo and turn your direction and point a finger at you guys.
What the heck?
Yep. For a point, I can use my necklace of Demeter's corn to create marvels, which I'm going to say is animating grain to kick your ass, because I have the fertility domain.
That's hilarious.
That is fair.
That is her action, though, because that's going to take a while. Aaron, you're up.
All right, so I've got Dimitri in front of me who just did terrible stuff to Mike.
Yes.
fine.
All right.
He's also on the ground. Dimitri.
All right. Oh, Dimitri's on the ground?
So Dimitri's standing up.
He stood
I'm
up.
on the ground.
He stood
Right.
up. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay,
missed
okay.
that. I think it was while I was looking
okay.
up defense, but
Basically, Mike knocked him over onto the table. He stood up and whacked Mike with the flashlight across his face and
Yeah.
knocked him to the ground, and then kicked the gun out of his hands.
fair. I was looking up defense, so I missed that.
All right. I think what Aaron's going to do is so the grain creature. Where is the grain elemental? Or
It is in
hoplite?
it is in the silo room, in the hop room.
Okay. Is that through the doorways that Dimitri's standing in front of, right?
He's kind of standing about 10 feet in front of it, so yeah, you could run around him.
Well, no. My plan was
I see.
to warp in front of him and go punk right into the middle of that grain beast.
Okay. Let's see how well you do.
If I can land it, I can do it. And I got that
I'll
bonus
say-
thing from.
I'll say that this counts as a shove, unless you. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
you've
no,
got
I'm
your
gonna
knack.
strike.
You've
I
your
got
knack.
my thing, and I will imbue fists like pistons. And so I'm gonna basically knock him back 2 range increments. I get knocked down, and I knock him out of time for a round if I succeed at this. So let's, depending if I actually have enough
Alright.
stunts.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know, right? But what else am I supposed to do now? That bonus from from Phoebe.
I
What does
believe
do?
that's just one enhancement
Just-
before roll.
For Dimitri, it's one enhancement before you roll. So you already succeed then, so you get all your other enhancements. Well, you roll successes.
Do enhancements automatically like make you succeed?
Well, not so much. I meant that
Okay.
you get at least one success. So as long as you then continue to succeed.
Well, he can still fail the roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So enhancement, you means you get bonus successes only if you succeed.
I was
on
making
the
sure that
roll.
that's what we're on.
Except for this enhancement.
Oh, this enhancement
is
bends that.
It bends
okay.
that. It specifically says it applies before you roll.
Weird. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So I got 8.
Okay.
I finally rolled effectively.
I have a defense
Nice.
of 5.
Okay.
And if anybody's asking, I thought it was 4. He has a thing.
Okay.
He has
So
tough as
I've got.
nails.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so I am going to hit him, and I am so I knock him down automatically as part of the strike.
Okay, so he gets
I
up,
do 1
gets knocked
damage.
down. He's tub thumping. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm
You're never
gonna
gonna keep
knock
him down.
him back 2 range increments and knock him out of combat for a round.
Okay, so you're spending all of the points to just knock him out of combat for a round? Because this is not directly damaging, right? Like this is the knack that you're using?
Yeah,
Or-
because it's like an enhancement on top of my normal strike. So I strike
Okay.
for 1 damage,
Okay.
and then I automatically knock down as well because of the power.
Okay, sounds
and
good.
then my next stunt is send him back 2 range increments,
Okay. And do you have
and
any more
then-
stunts you want to spend?
and then knock him out for a round. I think that's all I've got. I only have.
Did you
3.
add your bonuses for the bat? the
yeah,
bat-
it's in there. Yeah,
Because you got... How many successes you got? You got 8?
I had 8. Yeah.
Okay, so then minus his defense of 5, which means that you had 3. How much
So
is it?
1 for strike,
Okay.
and then I think 1.
But you also have the bat, Jen.
I think
Okay,
you
Jen's
counted
not.
those.
Jen just gives me a. Okay.
An enhancement that you spend on stunts.
Yeah. I already included Jen's.
Oh,
thing
that was in the
my-
total? Okay.
Yeah, it was in the total. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I just knock him down, so he's
Mhm.
on the ground again. 2 range increments back, out of combat for a round.
Okay.
And he takes 1 damage.
Sounds good. All right, so you are going to just like appear in front of him, and what do you say? What do you do?
Oh, damn it! I don't know.
I mean, it could be just easy,
Knockout!
could be as easy as batter up. Like, come on.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll go with the just
Okay. So you are going to
batter
knock.
up, punk.
So you're going to hit him. He's
Sorry,
going to
Kat.
fly through those big viewing windows directly into the golem or the golem of grain, and then you through it. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a
The corner
what did I say? A
missile.
20 to a 15-foot tall man of wheat. Like he could
Yep.
be in there.
Yeah. I'd probably turn back to everyone else if I can. Just like a social thing. It's like, you go, guys. I got this thing, and I'm gonna look like I'm starting heading towards the grain beast.
Okay. So now it is Dottie's turn. Dottie the dog is going to try to break free of this roll. If you were not surprised, you spend successes equal to the number of successes meant to establish the grapple, which was like 5, I think. Christine, do you remember how many successes you got? It was pretty solid.
It was 5 because I'd rolled 8 and had defense of 3.
Okay. And then okay, so good dog. Potentially very good dog. Slightly not good enough dog. All right, so so Dottie the 3-headed Cerberus Dalmatian is going to just be like wrestling with your dog.
Okay.
It's going to take her action.
that.
She's going to try to get out, but he's got a really good grip on her. All right. The 4 mooks that are still at this table are going to stand up at this point, and they are going to charge. They are going to first charge at Phoebe. Phoebe.
Cool.
One of them rushes at you.
They are still like randomly rioting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fair. So here's the deal. Does it say that they do not get to choose who they fight? Because
it-
you
Nobody
guys
can control the mob.
Yeah, no one can control them.
because technically that applies to your friends, right? Doesn't it?
No,
It does not.
no, it doesn't. Hold on. I looked it up as when
Yeah.
he did it. It's all mortals.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
only mortals, so it doesn't count against us at all.
Okay.
It is what? Oh, right. It's after this. No, it's before this. I know the alphabet. I promise.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all trivial characters in range plus up to. You have legend 1, so it's 3 non-trivial mortals. Will
Okay.
stop whatever they're doing and create a wild and disruptive frenzy, mob, or protest, whichever is the most appropriate for the circumstances.
Okay. So this
if
is
the
just a
story
bar
guide-
fight. So
Yeah, if the story guide has specific plans for what a moral character is doing in the scene, for example, hired security you're trying to distract with the riot, he can declare them unavailable as targets. You have no control over the mob, but they're reckless and loud and provide a good distraction.
okay, what I'm gonna do
It's
is
chaos.
for all of the mook in the field, they're just gonna start beating the hell out of everything nearby them. And what I'm gonna represent this, and I'm gonna roll a D10 for each one of the mooks in the scene. If I get a success, they attack you. If they don't, they
Fair.
attack each other. Okay, so 2 of them are gonna punch each other. So I'm gonna say that 2 of them are out of commission as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are out of commission. 6 of them are out of commission. 2 of them are going to punch each other. 1 is going to run out the front door. No, one of them is going to run toward the bartender and not be able to quite reach him because the bartender has more points than he does. And then the other one is going to randomly attack, and counting down your windows is going to attack Machiko, actually.
Okay.
You're going to hear the sound of a beer bottle breaking, and someone's going to rush you from behind with a beer bottle. What do? Make me a defensive roll.
Okay.
So roll your defensive pool and add it to your defense.
And the defense roll is just one of the attributes, right?
It's the
It's
highest
your highest
resistance.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I have 2 at 5, so
I don't
they're
think
all
he hit.
pretty. They're all pretty high.
Did you get a success?
I got 3.
Cool. Are you going to put those into defense, roll away? You just put it in defend.
I just do like a dodge action of like I matrix the shit out of this
I mean,
and just do the bend back and underneath of it and come back up ready to attack.
Yep, that totally sounds good because he got 1 success. So he's going to rush at you and like try to stab you in the back. You're going to matrix dodge up, ready to attack again.
Am I beside a wall?
You are right next to the bar.
Because I have epic dex. I can run up a wall with no handholds.
Yeah, we can totally have you do like the cartwheel off of the bar and just...
Yes!
Nice.
All right, so he's going to stab one of the bar seats. It's going to explode in cotton, and then he's going to and just keep stabbing the bar seat. The
Sweet.
bartender is actually way more powerful than you thought because I spent a 10-point of tension. He is now a professional. He is going to reach behind the bar and pull out... Yep, he's going to do this. He is going to pull out a bottle, a really large bottle of extra spicy Frank's Red Hot, and is going to hurl it at Ogimaa's face. Only so lucid because he's imbued by fate. Otherwise, the Hornet's Nest would work. Ogimaa, your defense, you can make a defensive roll if you'd like to add to your defense. I'm going to consider this part of his mixing drink specialty.
Nice.
That's fair.
It's because this
I
is...
I can just see him flourish the bottle and then whoosh.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
sure.
Actually,
I
you know
got
what? It's
3 successes.
3 successes?
on my
Okay, so
roll.
it's not going to be a... it is not going to be a bottle of Tabasco. It is going to be a bottle of... I'm going to say Fireball whiskey. He is going to take it and hurl it directly into your face where you are on the ground. It's just barely going to hit you. You're going to take a... I'm going to offer you the bruised condition... I'm going to offer you the bruised condition concut. You know what? How many bruised do you have left?
None.
Okay, then I'm going to offer you the injured concussed minor concussion.
Damn.
This is going to hit the side of your face and explode, and I am going to spend my enhancement bonus to give you blinding because it explodes into your eyes. You have you have fireball whiskey in your eyes.
Damn.
However, this means
That's
that you're
not nice.
But you'll regenerate your legend when you automatically fail your next attempt to do something with your eyes.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. He was a little bit useful, and then it's going to be the golem's turn. The golem is going to climb up through the hole that was created by Dimitri's entrance and is going to try to punch Aaron. Aaron.
This is fair.
What do you got, buddy? What's your defense?
Sorry.
You may
so
roll.
I can choose to defend?
You should always roll your defense and add it to your... Because you're always going to try not to get hit.
Oh, yeah, totally, yeah. And it's my highest resistance.
It's your highest resistance, and then you add that to 1.
Okay. So my defense is 3.
Okay. So you're just adding it to your defense?
Yeah.
Okay, so total...
So I'm just rolling stamina. I just tank it.
Okay.
I think that's how that works.
Okay, cool. I have 5 successes, so that means that I only have 2 overall. However, this thing is going to have the... What would that be? That would be +2 on that. Cool. So I've got 4 stunts to spend. I'm going to spend a point in... Actually, I've got 5 stunts. I've got 5 stunts to spend. I'm going to use... Okay, so it's going to push through the wall and punch you like full on with a fist that is basically as large as... it's 15 feet tall. We'll say that it's basically like 2 basketballs duct taped together. It's going to hit you right in the chest. You're going to take a bruised level. So I'm going to give you bruised ribs. You're at -1 defense. I'm going to give that to you twice, actually. Super bruised ribs. Because I'm going to spend for that extra damage. And I'm also going to shove you back a meter.
Okay.
That's the best I can do. So you're gonna just feel the air come out of you. Blood's gonna fleck your lips. Finally, something you can actually wail on. And now we're at the top of the initiative with Machiko. Machiko.
Okay. Whew. Are there any mooks left at this point?
There are 2 mooks left and a bartender.
And the mooks are fighting each other at the moment, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Well, one's fighting a chair.
Well, I guess I'm going for that bartender because I just... Oh, well, the one stabbing the chair in front of me, right?
Yeah, but you know what? If you attack the bartender and you get extra successes, I'll let you apply them to the mook.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, I've just flipped off the bar.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to put a foot on the stool next to the one the guy's attacking with his whatever. And use it as a stepping stone to get over the bar and attack the bartender.
Sounds good. Go ahead. I have a defense of 2 because I'm a professional.
Excellent. Well, I've got 10 dice.
You're going to fail.
I'm also a professional at this.
You're going to fail.
Well, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 10s to start with.
Okay.
Well, 1 sec, I have to re-roll those 10s.
Damn.
Another 10.
I feel like we should get Christina dice cam just so everyone can see how
it's just
awesome
to be
she is.
It's just to be impressive. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like
what's really fun is when I'm down to 1 die and it keeps rolling a new 10.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I just keep going. It's like that time in one of the mage LARPs that I rolled like 80 something
on a single dice.
On a single die.
And
those are watched. Like the storyteller or narrator's right there with you watching you roll it.
Yep.
And it was 10, 10, 10, 10.
I did that I did that in Werewolf once, so.
Now, if this...
In gaming, she's like my spiritual opposite. Like, I can't roll for shit.
Now, if this bartender explodes, is he still fate-bound to me?
No, if he dies, something else happens.
Okay.
So...
13.
13, okay. You inflict an automatic level of damage on him, an injury condition, I mean.
Excellent.
Would you like to inflict a critical injury on him?
Sure.
Okay.
And my sword has piercing and ag on it as well. I
you
forgot.
may choose not to apply those if you don't want to.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to kill him.
Aggravated
I just
means
want to
he
knock
can't
them
heal.
out.
Okay, so I'm just going to check the Nemesis real quick. So, Nemesis... so you can actually take out the other 2 mooks with your leftover successes.
Okay.
1
sure.
each, and then you will still have... you can play... You can also choose to feint and apply the remainder of your successes as an enhancement bonus to an ally of your choice.
Sure.
Or you can either feint, or you can have some situational thing apply where you're like, you throw a bar stool in someone's face to distract them. You call out into the other room and you're like, "Hey Maisie, your hair sucks," or something like that. That would basically like distract her.
Sure.
So you're down. You're down 6 of your. How many successes? 11.
I had 13
Okay, so you can add a.
total. So minus whatever his defense
you
was off that.
can either give a +5 enhancement to someone's next attack, or you can spread it out among a couple people. Who balls?
Let's see. I like the idea of distracting her by just being snotty. But I can probably do that and give somebody else like a condition.
Okay.
Or no, not condition. I mean help, right?
Yes.
I have enough for that.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so I think I'll do that then. Who wants a bonus, guys?
I mean, I'll take a bonus. I like bonus.
Sweet.
I'd take a bonus too, or give it to
Jen
Augie
spoke up
because
first, so Jen gets
Okay.
it.
Okay. So,
And
Poor old Augie.
okay.
And I don't know, I think I'll yell something like, I don't know, "Yo, bitch, your sister's got better hair." I don't know. Your sister's better.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Lame imitation.
Mommy complex much? Okay, so real quick, just so that it is stated, you swing around, you crank the Nemesis. Mike, you still have the Nemesis condition. He doesn't resolve until the end of the scene, so you still will have the compel. You need to have a dramatic confrontation with this guy, basically, for it to actually fizzle out, but he's unconscious, so that doesn't really work. Or is he? Ooh, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Cool. So he's taken out until he's not. Ogimaa, what do? You're on the ground. You've had your gun kicked away from you. You've been blinded and bludgeoned.
I'm hurting. I'm hurting bad.
Yeah.
So there's a giant grain monster.
You think? It's hard to see.
You think it's hard to see.
You can hear it. It sounds like
I can
someone's
hear it.
using like a didgeridoo in the other room, or like one of those rain sticks.
All right, so he's gonna basically grab his, like, he's still lying on the ground. He's gonna like basically grab his gun,
Okay.
jack around, and aim towards where Grain Monster is, and fire a shot at it.
Okay, are you so I'm gonna compel you to fail this. You'll regain your legend. Okay, so you'll auto-fail, and I need to offer you a consolation. That can be a point of momentum, or what's a good consolation prize for you? You fire off a shot, it doesn't hit the grain monster, or what's something situational that it could do in the scene that could be kind of cool?
Hit a still and rupture it.
And flood the place.
Have like a spray
what?
of beer come out and like
I'll offer
adds
you
a train
consolation.
feature.
So you'll fire the round. It's going to go right through the grain creature because it's still kind of coalescing. It's going to hit one of the alcohol stills and start a fire, which will be immediately put out as the sprinkler system goes on. Now, everyone in this situation has the wet complication, which is going to make
Except
it
for
harder
me and
to do.
Machiko.
Except for us.
Are you guys not wet?
Epic dexterity.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, we have got epic dex. We can run on water. As long as we
Okay.
keep moving,
So
we will
basically,
not
this
fall.
place is going to be flooded, which means that it's going to have much more difficult terrain for everybody. It probably will also make the grain monster soggy. But what
sludgy.
it will also do is we'll rinse your eyes out for next round.
Yay!
Nice.
So good job. All right, so Yuki is going to continue to wrestle. Does Yuki want to finish the fight and just knock it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so Yuki is going
Yuki's
to...
gonna win.
So you need to make me a 9. You need at least 3 successes on your pool of 9.
Three.
You got exactly 3?
Yep.
Okay, so
A 10, a 9, then another 9.
okay, so he can continue to inflict another point of damage.
Okay.
And she's still in the fight, but basically he's just keeping a good pin on her and still is in control. Okay.
Sounds good.
Phoebe, it is your turn.
What about Doogie?
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped Doogie. I thought it said doggy. I'm sorry. So yeah, so Doogie, what does Doogie do? Sorry, Jen.
Okay, so we can't see Dimitri or Maisie anywhere?
You can't see Dimitri because he's knocked out of time. Maisie is heading up the stairs to this room. So you can
I'm gonna
see...
throw a tomahawk at her.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I'm gonna do. For thrown weapons,
Yep.
Would I
It's
use
a ranged attack.
firearms for
You
that?
use athletics.
Athletics, okay. All right, and I guess for aiming a thrown weapon, I'm gonna use cunning for that.
Okay, so that perfectly aimed shot sounds good. I have a defense of 5.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, pardon me. I have a I have it as a 5. Yeah, yep, I'm right.
Okay, well that was 2 10s. That was not more 2 more 10s. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Sounds good. 1 sec. I have to check one thing. So you use successes against me. Does Christine shouting at me count as an attack? For purposes... No, because it was a bonus to someone else.
Yeah, well,
So-
it was...
I asked because I have something where when more people attack me, I get more powerful.
Yeah, because it was going to be... I was giving Jen a bonus and
But it was...
distracting her.
But it,
Yeah, but it wasn't an attack.
But it wasn't like...
Yeah.
It doesn't directly affect her so much, it just gives Jen a bonus, so that's good. Okay. Sounds good. So that's 8?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to clear it with 3. What are you going to spend those into? You can inflict damage, blind, critical. You can't critical hit. You can disarm, or...
Does she look like she's holding a weapon?
She is not.
Then I'm gonna hit her with blind.
Okay, so it's going to just slash across her forehead. Blood's going to dribble down into her eyes and give her increased difficulties on shoot and thrown attacks next round. Is that what you wanted? Or you can knock her down from it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's knock her down with it.
Okay.
Let's do that instead.
Sounds good.
And then that tomahawk's gonna return to Doogie's hand
All right, sounds good.
because that's badass.
She's going to take the cut condition, which is... I guess she takes... Yeah, so she's going to just be cut. She's going to be bleeding, which is going to give her a... I'll say that it's easier to buy the critical injury on her. You can do it for 1 less stunt point because she's already bleeding.
Cool.
All right, then it is Phoebe's turn. As the tomahawk whips out, strikes her, knocks her down against the stairwell, and returns to Doogima's hand. Phoebe, what do you do?
Okay, so you gave us kind of an image of kind of how this room looks.
It's a nightmare right now.
Yeah, I know. But whereabouts am I with regards to where Dimitri went?
You are basically right next to him in the center of the room, next to the great table, in my mind. So if
Okay,
you were
wasn't he
talking
knocked back though?
where he was?
Yeah, I thought I knocked him in. I thought I knocked him into the other room.
Well, you knocked him out of time, so he is not visible. He vanishes.
Okay, but I also
until his
knocked him back like a bunch of range.
In
units.
theory, he is
Yeah.
going to be bouncing off the wall of the distillery room in a minute.
Okay. Oh my. Sure.
Okay,
But
then
he-
I have a weird combat question for you in terms of mechanics, and I apologize.
I'll make it up. What is up?
If I go after him, will I be able to see him, or will he
No,
still
he
be out of
vanishes
combat?
until his next turn.
Yeah.
According to
It's
James's
completely
rules.
gone.
Can I hold my action?
Does he appear on your turn or his turn?
As far as I know, I think he doesn't appear until my next turn.
Okay.
I think.
So we'll play it that way to make it easy. So what I'll do is I'll put a little notch around yours. So you can hold your action until Aaron's turn, and then when he reappears. Okay.
So basically, I'll narrate what I'm kind of trying to do, and hopefully it works with how Aaron's power works, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Using my epic dexterity, much like Christine, I'm hoping to like run up tables or the wall if I have to head towards where Dimitri is, so that I can shoot him when he appears. But I'm hoping with the timing I can hold it till.
I'm going to say that you are in mid-flight. Aaron is fighting a creature made of grain that's kind of leaving like sluffy grain bits behind him, and you can run across like the bits of grain in the air.
Cool.
As this thing is basically being blown by the air conditioning unit. However, I did forget to apply the slick condition against Ogimaa, so don't let me forget that on the next action.
Yeah.
Doogie didn't actually really move. He just went.
No, but like everything's wet and it's harder to aim and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So everybody is basically like has to buy a 1-point complication off to do anything unless they have epic dex.
Okay.
But that's fine. He did it. He got lucky. All right, sounds good. So Phoebe, you start running that way across the grains. It is then Dimitri's turn. Dimitri is going to fly through the void. Then it is Maisie's turn. Maisie is going to run up the stairs, basically going into the room while you are running out, Phoebe, through different doors, and is going to turn, look at the damage that you've done, look at Machiko, crack her neck very loudly. Now, mind you, this is a girl about the size and weight of Alison Brie. And then again, Machiko is about the same proportions as well, just slightly more muscly. We just had this room remodeled, you bitch! And is going to launch herself at you with martial arts.
Oh.
That's pretty sick.
I'm going to use my MMA specialty.
Nice.
And you may roll your defense.
All right.
Okay, that is. Oh, I was under rolling.
Well, shit.
Okay.
1 sec. I'm still rolling 10s.
Are you?
Natural.
Well, fine. Me too.
There we go.
God,
10.
it's a 10 off.
10.
Okay. So that is okay. That sounds good. She is going to rush toward you and is going to slam her foot. You just flipped the bar, so and you stopped at the bar, right? So you're still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so she is going to rush up the side of the great table and do one of those picture-perfect Street Fighter jump kicks directly at your face. What do you do? Do you dodge out of the way? Do you just block it in your hands?
Can I catch and like spin her ankle?
Yep, you can spin her around. I'm going to spend a point of tension to attack you again. And you can make me another defensive roll.
Oh, that's so cool.
Because she's going to try to spin around and catch you with the back of her heel.
Okay. Okay. I love 10s.
They love you too.
Really do. 7.
Okay, so she's going to spin around and is actually going to miss you. You're going to duck underneath her foot. And oh, you know, I really want to hurt you. I'm gonna spend one more point of tension to have her go again.
Okay, so I have to roll again?
You have to roll again, because
You just want to see if you can beat my dice.
I want to hurt you
I've been hurt once before.
in your life.
And never again.
Teeth got me.
Also, James, I love how you just collected the cat.
Okay.
he had to go.
Ooh, wait, what is
5.
Okay, I have to check a roll. I might have beat you. But it's gonna depend on a condition or a flare that she has.
Does she have to also buy off the slick condition?
Yes, technically, but that comes out of her enhancements.
Mm.
Which she has. If I hit, I have like so many enhancements. But
Fair,
I have to hit
Okay.
first.
Is she of the same tier or lower than me?
Yes, she is.
So this doesn't actually say I have to do it before I find out if they hit me. It just that once per fight declare an attack made doesn't work. I haven't used it yet.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So I kind of want to. Her trying 3 times and just still
Are you
not
gonna
be
do
able
it?
to hit
Are you
me.
gonna do it?
Immortal warrior, baby.
Okay,
Perfect
so
defense.
she jump kicks you. You grab, twist. Her heel comes over. You duck underneath of it. She is going to come down on the great table as you are spinning, catch it with her hands, and spring at you with a donkey kick, which is basically both feet coming directly at your chest. And you are. How do you deflect that?
Can I?
You can't do anything that harms her or puts her in a negative situation that she can't recover from or gives you an advantage.
Could I do anything that made her just go a little farther?
Yeah, you can basically just like duck and like push, and she'll basically just flip on the other side of the bar.
Yeah, I think I want to just duck under and then push up as she goes over.
Okay.
So that she kind of flips.
So you guys are going to be facing each other with
So
a
it looks cool. It doesn't actually do it. She can land.
on
It's
either
totally
side of the
fine.
bar.
But
Cool.
Nice.
Go to hell. Go to hell. Right now.
That was really good.
I can spend momentum to do this
man.
again too.
Jesus Christ.
Aaron, it's your turn, which means that you'll hear as he appears and slams into the back wall. Phoebe, would you like to take your action since you're already running
I
that way?
would love to take my action,
Okay.
please.
So he appears at the back of the wall.
Great, I'm gonna shoot him.
Sounds good. Dimitri has a defense of 6.
I mean, he did hit on you.
Yeah, exactly. Why else would I, call him my most dangerous prey and
And
just
shoot
be
him.
like, oh, fuck y'all.
Okay, so go ahead.
Alright.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna check one thing while you're assembling your pool, and that is
Sure.
tough as nails. Okay, cool. So that does keep.
Fine.
Oh no, it resets it. Okay, never mind. My defense is 5.
Okay.
Damn. Every time he takes damage, it resets.
Oh man.
Oh. Okay, so one of the stills was hit. It was spraying alcohol that ignited from the spark because that's ridiculous. So he hits the wall near it, which means we've got alcohol spraying around.
But the fire's now out because
The fire's now out.
sprinklers.
Yep.
Oh, Christine, what was the bonus you gave me? I know it's enhancements, but I'm curious.
It was a +5. Or 5 enhancements, I believe.
Ow.
Okay,
Jesus.
because I got 6 successes.
You mean 11?
I mean 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So you're doing all the things, just all of
Because
them.
I have
at
so many
once.
enhancements active.
Okay, so go
Um,
ahead and apply them.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to. This is insane.
Okay.
I'm going to use. Let's see here. I'm going to use this stunt I have. Well, okay, damage for what? Or
Mhm,
the-
Okay, so 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. I might as well do a critical because
Okay, 2.
I have that. So that's what just damage is 0 though, right?
Yeah.
And
So
then
you're at minus
so
4 presently.
I'm at -4. Okay. I'm going to use snare, which just says any successes above defense. So I think it's just if I succeed. Like I can use a success to use it. I trap the target in place. They may not make move, rush, or disengage actions.
Oh, this is
To
from
end the
your
effect,
from your power.
it's one of my special ones. It's from Most Dangerous Prey.
Okay.
To end the effect, the target must make athletics plus dex rolls versus my knack skill until they succeed or until I choose to end it, whichever comes first.
So how does this manifest? What does it look like?
I think I'm hitting them down with the shot essentially.
Okay.
And then
Do you shoot
I'm
bullets
also-
or tiny bullet-shaped arrow or arrow-shaped bullets?
I'm pretty sure they're arrow-shaped bullets.
Okay, so that's gonna definitely pin.
Out of this gun, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Loading that clip must be weird.
Okay, so that's 5. I'm going to use, and this is where it gets interesting and one might supersede the other, but I don't care because I have so many successes to do this with. I'm going to use one of my other special ones, which is Terrify.
Okay.
This is from Objection. It's again any successes above defense. After applying this stunt, the target must make a Clash of Wills roll.
Okay.
On a failure, they must flee the fight or suffer a +2 difficulty to attack rolls until the fight is over.
Okay. So Clash of Wills roll. Do we roll that right now?
Yeah, we might as well because then we can
Okay.
figure out.
So go ahead.
that-
This is actually the one thing that I have going for me.
Yeah, I just got to figure out what exactly I do. So
Okay. So
we haven't done a Clash of Wills.
we have not. So Clash of Wills for him is actually his primary pool because he has Enduring as his thing.
Nice.
And I feel that applies to just sucking up damage. So, did you find Clash of Wills?
Yeah. So
It's on 105 or
It's-
110.
223.
Oh, okay. I'm in Origin.
Yeah, I'm in Hero. It's in
Oh.
Hero. It's right before an axe. So it's a Clash of Wills is resolved by making opposed rolls of knack skill plus legend or calling dots, whichever is higher. And
So your next skill is Integrity unless there's one specifically included in the roll.
and
Alright.
yeah, on this one I don't have a specific
Well,
knack
how
skill.
does this work against against an NPC, though? How do you do a Clash of Wills with somebody who doesn't have traits like that? I mean, I could fake it.
Hold on.
You know what? I'm just gonna fake it. I'm gonna say that it's his. I'm gonna re-roll my dice at 5 plus his legend. Cool. All right.
That sounds good. And I get.
Oh wait, it's a skill roll, right? Not an attribute.
It's a knack skill plus legend or calling dots, whichever is higher.
So that means he has one less dice than I rolled. Okay, I still have some successes.
That is.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to count dice.
That's okay. You got a lot of dice. Ooh, we have a lot of people in the chat right now. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Ooh, nice.
We came in the middle of a really crazy fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 3.
Absolutely.
You got 3.
insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have beat his first roll, but his second roll with like how the way we're actually going to decide to run this, you steamrolled
Yeah.
him.
Nice.
So he can't leave where he is though, because
he
he's
can
terror.
make a roll to do it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
yeah, I guess I have a whole bunch of stunts left. Hold on. 4, 5, 6.
So with these, I would play a bunch forward. You can also disarm him of that magic flashlight.
I'm going to disarm him. Yes, please.
Okay, so that is equal to his combat skill. That was going to take 1, 2. It's going to take 5 of your stunts to do that.
Okay, I still have 5.
Yep.
No, I have 4. Sorry, I have 4.
Only 4. Okay.
Only 4. And I'll pass those along.
You have to declare who you're passing them to. I would
To
pass
Aaron.
to Aaron.
Aaron's next.
Okay, so how do you pass it along to Aaron? Well, how does the situation set up? So you run across the golem. Does it just turn to look at you as you're running across its butt?
I think so, yeah, because it's like, what do you mean somebody's running across me?
Okay, you run across the grain golem's butt, and Aaron, it is now your turn. You gain a +4 enhancement bonus at the end of your roll if you succeed.
Okay, sounds good. Now I do apologize. I found the rules for the knockout of time thing. There is a clash of wills involved in it, so my apologies.
Ah.
So
You done me dirty there, Mr. Aaron.
Well, I only did 1 damage, and I did see. So I would have done the damage.
But he
anyway.
lost a turn.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my apologies.
All right, you done me dirty.
No, I would have pinned him and stuff too, because I would have gone before him anyway.
That's
but
true.
anyways,
That's
yeah.
true. You would have gone before him. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
You still would have had.
All right, but I've got it now, and I won't screw it up again.
That's
so
fine.
sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
Um,
Life happens.
all
All right,
right.
so
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. Keep going.
All right. So there's the green golem that just kicked me back. She just ran across its back. I think I'm going to run up beside it and smash it with my. I'm basically going to do the same thing to it
Okay.
and try to knock it out of time.
That sounds great.
Now I also teleport between locations. Do I need to take that penalty?
You're literally
for,
right. You're like 3 feet in, or like you're 9 feet in front.
Okay,
of
then I'll.
you don't really
Then
have
I'll just
to.
smack it. Okay.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll me your attack. I'm looking up what its defense should be because I kind of faked it. I'll be honest. Yeah, we'll say it has a defense of 3.
You should teleport inside of it.
I have to be able to see where I'm going.
I thought you said me when you said that, Mike, and I was really confused. Like I thought you teleport inside of me. I'm like, don't do it. Okay.
Oh.
So you are.
All
So you have. It has a defense of 3. How many? What'd you get on your roll?
So I got 5 successes on the roll.
Okay. So you are. So let's go ahead and count this. So you've got 2 over. Okay.
So
and
I have 2 over.
You've got plus
an extra.
4 for Jen.
Yep. So I'm up to that many, and then I get 2 more from my weapon.
Okay.
I get 1 more from Flatlander.
Okay.
You get 1 more from the knack. Oh no, sorry, it's not the
Yeah,
same guy. Never
It's
mind.
not. Okay.
A brain
So I
didn't
think
work for
I'm
a
at
second
9.
there.
You're at 9. You're at 8 because it's wet, and it's going to mess with your footing a little bit.
Okay.
So you only have 8. I'm sorry.
Okay. So 8. Yeah. So
Oh,
I guess
no.
I will
Inflict some
damage.
Okay.
An extra damage. What 3?
4.
So it'd be 5, and then I am going to. I knock down automatically.
Okay.
I glimpse the.
I'm gonna say that this thing's probably immune to knockdown because it doesn't really have a spatial orientation. Like it's a
Okay.
big, writhing mass of grain. So
Yeah. I still knock it back.
we'll say
3
you
range
knock it
increments.
back. Okay.
Yeah. So 3 range increments. So I knock it back from close to far.
You know what? Let's
Or-
make a compromise. You don't knock it down, but you discorporate it enough that it takes a minute to put itself back together.
Yeah, totally.
Same
That's
idea.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I knock it out of time.
Okay, so we have to do that clash of wills.
Yes, and that Clash of Wills, when they come back, they re-roll initiative and
Okay. Holy crap.
appear wherever they ended up when this.
Holy
that
crap. I got 3 successes.
All right, what's the Clash of Wills roll?
It is your legend plus your.
Or your callings.
Oh, that's true.
Whichever is.
Oh,
is
wait,
higher.
he's a saint right now. Does he get a bonus on calling rolls?
Ooh.
Or
that's
he's not a saint,
good
he's virtuous.
question. Yeah,
Yes.
let me pull that up. It's your knack skill, or if you don't have one that's attributed to the power, it's integrity.
But we're just checking because
Uh,
you have the virtuous condition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might
So
give
I've
you a
got it.
bonus.
I've got integrity
does
of
not.
3.
It does not? Okay. So
No.
you have
Okay.
you roll
And a
integrity
legend of 1?
plus legend.
All right.
Unless close combat is part of the activation roll for this power, which it may be. Does it specifically in the power like Flatlander?
Yes.
Does it list
Okay.
close combat?
It does not, but it's like when you make a close combat attack, throw-in or ranged attack. Make a clash of wills. If the target fails, they are removed from reality, leaving play entirely until the start of their next turn.
I'm gonna say that would count, even if it doesn't it doesn't like show up at the top in like a bullet point. So it seems like it's thematically appropriate. So go ahead and use it.
Okay.
I think I recall there being a line, it might be in Origin, about how if you, like, if it just says knack skill, then you choose one. But if you need to do a clash of wills and there's like no skill involved, then you have to do integrity, I think. But,
that sounds fine. I think for this type, use close combat.
Yeah.
So roll close combat plus legend if it's better than your integrity.
Yeah, okay. So close combat plus legend. That is 3.
3. Okay. So would you like to spend momentum to roll another dice?
Sure. Why not? We got momentum. We guys will use it.
Do it.
I will just.
Everyone
Is he acting honorably? He gets an extra die if he spends momentum.
I turned around and said, "I'm taking this thing on. I got this."
All right, I'll allow it. All right, so you can roll 2 dice.
Yeah, and yes,
okay.
I agree. As part of
Everybody
the table,
agrees that he can spend a momentum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 successes. One of those was a 10 that rolled.
So you are going to hit him,
D10.
and it's going to just basically discorporate, and the thing just tried to get me to. It tried to show up again. So you are going to discorporate it out of time. And that is good. That means it is Dottie the dog's turn then. Dottie the dog is going to try to wrestle away. Roll me 5 dice, Christine. Oop, rolled 1 too many. Jesus, the dog should have been the final boss. Okay.
5.
5. Okay. So you rolled 5 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, that adds a +1 because Yuki's assumed to have an initiative bonus of... I should have had you roll 4 successes. Or 4 dice. Damn. Okay. They're going to continue to wrestle and be dogs. Okay, the Mook Golem is... the Golem, the Mook... I wrote on the same line because they have the same initiative. The Golem is still knocked out of existence. The Bartender is knocked out. The other Mooks are... You spent the bonus points to knock out the other 2 Mooks? Earlier? I think you did.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't want to deal with them until they're gone. And then we are at the top of the initiative. Machiko, it is basically just you and Maisie at this point.
Okay. All right. I'll just try and knock her out, I guess.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. I have a defense of 5. Why couldn't more people have attacked me? Pretty sure it's 5. Yeah, it's only +1. Okay.
Okay, so 9. So
that means you're going to clear me by 4.
So I've got 4 plus an enhancement because I'm using my sword. I forgot about that last time.
Okay.
Last few times.
Sounds good. So that's going to be 4 plus your enhancements.
Okay. If she's wearing armor, I have piercing.
She does not. However, because of Mike's wound earlier, buying the critical injury costs only 3 against her right now.
Okay.
Don't you also have something where critical costs less? See, it's one of the tags, isn't it, on the weapon? I feel like it was.
Yeah, actually, I think it was too.
Well, I can change those tags, so I don't remember what the tags actually do right now.
Okay.
Besides, like, ag and stuff. I think it was brutal, where it costs less.
Oh, hey, I managed to open the book exactly to tags.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't actually remember where the tags are right now.
Reduces successes necessary needed for critical. So you can apply critical for only 2 this round.
What No, what tag is that?
Brutal.
is
It's
brutal.
brutal.
Okay, it is brutal. So that was my last set of tags. My current tags are piercing, concealable, and ag.
Okay.
So
I traded
aggravate.
out brutal for piercing in case we came across anything with armor. Because we did in our very
Yeah, they
first
didn't
session.
wear armor this session because I was dumb, and they were dumb by proxy. So, all right. So you're going to inflict a point of harm, or a condition. How are you inflicting the first hit?
Well, because she's across the bar from me now.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know what? I will just kind of do my jump with the stool-assisted slide across the bar to not hit her and, like, bash her with the reverse side of the sword.
Okay, so you're going to catch her with that. Are you going to spend for the increased damage? Make it a really good hit?
Sure.
Okay. Sounds good. And what are you doing with the remainder?
With it specifically being non-lethal still.
Okay. What do you... So she's beaten up, we're going to say. We're going to say she
Yeah.
has a couple levels of bruised, maybe black eye, and
Yeah. I'm trying to knock her out if possible.
Okay. Black eye and dizzy, we'll say.
But I'm not trying to, like, actually, like,
Kill her.
permanently hurt her.
All right. But
If somebody else ends up doing it, whatever, in the end, I don't have control over that, but...
you guys know... Oh, never mind. Mike, if you want to kill these guys before you can find what you're looking for, that's great. All right.
I'm barely even hurt, my guy.
Exactly right.
I'm just kind of like, yeah.
Also, maybe don't kill other Scions. It's a really good way to die.
Yeah.
Like, don't kill them because their parents are bigger than you.
That's true.
Okay. And what are you spending your other successes or your other stunts?
Oh.
So I would suggest.
Can I do something to maybe make her reluctant to act? Like, tell us where it is. Sort of like kind of the questioning sort of thing of like, tell us where it is. The world is not ending on my fucking watch.
Sure. I'll say that you can play a condition forward that will allow the next person that tries to do any type of social role with her.
Okay.
So how many stunts was that?
Oh shit, I don't know how many So I had 4 total.
So you
I was spending 3, I think, to do
2.
critical.
So it's
Two.
a
Okay,
two,
so I've got 2.
so a +2 social enhancement. Okay, cool.
Sure.
Sounds good. All right, so you're going to do that. Then it's going to be Ogimaa's turn as so Machiko jumps across the bar, cranks her in the side of the face with the butt of her sword, and Ogimaa, you're on the ground. Your eyes have washed out. What do you do?
All right, so she's looking pretty hurt, right? Like, well, she's looking like
you know
she's
what? She's not looking as hurt as she could be.
not looking as hard as she could be.
She's tough.
That's
The
I mean,
girl's
she's
the
a
tough
Scion,
one.
I guess.
Yeah,
so.
that's right.
Okay,
Feminism.
so
As it should be.
yeah, as it should be.
I mean,
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to actually do a persuasion, intimidation, and manipulation roll on that.
sounds good. Are you gonna use your knack?
That one only actually affects
Like
trivials,
normies?
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that one just affects normies. But what he's gonna do is he's basically gonna get up and jack around and just aim this thing directly at her head and be like, stand down
Okay.
and tell us where the meat is.
All right. So go ahead and make me that roll. We'll make it as a contested. You'll get a +2 on this. 2+2 enhancement. And
Jesus Christ.
you know what? I'm gonna.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Just call me Christine.
Oh no, I don't want to.
You
Okay,
don't need
there we
more
go.
Christines.
There we go. That ended that. That was 1, 2,
world
3,
always
4,
needs more
5, 6,
Christines.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13.
Okay, you got 9 successes more than her.
So I think she's intimidated.
Okay, you jack around, point it directly at her.
Yeah, and just tell her to stand down. You will not win this.
Fine. You and me are going to finish this another time, she says over to you, Machiko. Okay, and I think we are out of combat at this point. A moment later, the grain elemental is going to reappear and then just dissolve into just a room full of grainy, basically oatmeal.
Gross.
And that's going to sweep across the floor. Phoebe, you're going to be able to dodge out of the way. And Dimitri is going to try to escape you real quick and and run off through the loading bay door.
So he's got to roll Dex and Athletics.
Dex and Athletics.
And I've got to roll against that.
Okay, I'll say that is the closest pool. I've got 4 successes.
I also have 4 successes.
Okay.
I don't know if you count as the defender or the...
I think it just matters if I have enhancements at that point, right?
That's fair, but so do I.
Okay. And then we'll say that you guys are struggling with it. So he's trying to like pull the bolt out of him. Do you do anything?
Stop struggling, and I'll make it stop.
Can he stop struggling? If you say that,
I can turn it off.
Okay.
I want to see that like resigned, I'm going to stop look in his eyes.
You will see a look of fear and hesitation in his eyes that says he'd like to stop if he could.
Then I will turn off both things.
If it helps, Aaron will come over and kind of loom behind her with his baseball bat over her shoulder.
You're gonna go through you're gonna wade through the muck.
I don't. I just flicker and I'm there.
Okay, so your pants are wet with muck now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
I was already wet. Yeah,
that's true. Oh yeah, I guess you are. Okay, so you are going to appear next to them, or next. Are you gonna end the effect, Phoebe? You do?
Yeah, I end the effect.
I need a drink.
You want to pick him up?
We have a need for mead, and I'm going to reach down and grab him by his collar and haul him to his feet.
Jesus.
He's going to try to shove you and say, "Don't fucking touch me."
Okay, so he's going to try to do like knockdown on me, or
no? He's just going to try to push you off of him. We can roll this. He's basically just going to try to break your contact with him.
Sure. I'm not going to invest in anything to stop him directly. I'll probably just cold caution him if I have to.
Well, are you doing the? I'm confused by if you have to.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. You know what? I'll smack him with the baseball bat then.
Okay. Then we're back in initiative.
It's a non-lethal weapon.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So
I don't think he wasn't like James. He wasn't trying to get away. He was just kind of trying to like do the shrug off. I don't need any fucking help. Don't touch me. Sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You like literally were like, I grab him and pick him up, and he's like, "Get the fuck off me."
Okay. In which case, I won't smack him then. Sorry, I thought he was actually trying to like engage me. Sorry.
No. He's trying to disengage you. The opposite. Less of that. Less of that. You're too honorable to pick a fight with this guy. He's too beaten up.
I was gonna say, does this fight speak to Aaron's prowess? Because that would end the virtuous.
That's true. You're gonna lose virtuous at the end of this.
That is how you resolve it. You pick a fight with something honorably and then win, and then now your power starts taking power.
You're like, now I can start punching people in the junk.
Now I don't know if it resets me or if it puts me back in the middle or if I start.
No, you just go down by one
step at a time.
Yeah,
okay.
You just go back.
You just tick down. It's okay.
You basically just move towards prowess.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna wipe the blood off his teeth. Yeah, what do you need? Mead?
Yeah, we need that mead. We want to go home to our families.
Before he speaks too much more, I am going to spend a momentum and use my immortal judge, pain of dishonesty.
Okay.
Anyone who lies directly to me, I can choose to inflict damage on them.
Okay.
I do know that there's a lie. It doesn't automatically reveal the truth, though.
Sounds good. His response then, for thematic purposes, is, "You want meat? I put it up your ass." There. That technically is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to inflict a point of damage on him?
No, I'm good right now.
You sure? He can take it, and it's and he won't die.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna groan in pain if you do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is my sister okay?
Yeah, she's fine. A little bruised, but
There wasn't enough time for me to finish it.
that's fine. Just means I did.
Technically, your friend with the gun did. Big man bringing a gun to a fist fight.
Actually, I'm a rather little man with a big gun.
I seriously
I mean, he's
doubt
not
that your gun's
wrong.
big.
I mean, it is 4 feet long, Missy.
Can we focus on what we're actually trying to do here?
Show him, Dimitri. Dimitri will kind of nod and kind of make that whole, like, can I... It's over here. It is the truth.
Okay.
He is going to take you over to the back of the room, and in the brickwork, he's going to walk over to a side of the wall and gesture at it. The dark brick. Push it.
I'll go over and do it.
Okay. It slides in easily and reveals a small storage unit in the wall, about the size of like a cargo container.
Okay.
And directly, it's got a bunch of stuff in it. There's some like paintings and like some large crates in it. And then sitting on top of the crates is a barrel of an average looking barrel, old, wooden, very similar to what that one was painted to look like. As you approach it, you see that it looks like it's been tampered with and has been resealed with wax and a cork.
I hope this doesn't fuck with it. Does it look magical?
Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely.
All right, I think this is it. What exactly did you do to it? You opened it.
No, Teague opened it. We fixed it. No reason to waste it.
Is that the truth, Kelly?
Yeah, it's the truth.
Cool.
Why did you want it? Like, this is seriously gonna like end the world.
It's not gonna end the world, man. It's just gonna make winter a bit long. Ma could go and fix that anytime she wanted. Maybe in the meanwhile.
Fuck's sake.
You want to explain? I'll say, turning to Phoebe.
Give her a chance to actually pay attention to her good kids, not the one who.
Instead of Persephone?
Yeah, not the one who runs off with that douchebag.
Fuck.
No, you don't see it. You're not at the holiday gatherings. You don't see how she rolls in once a year, ruins everything, and then mom's out of commission. You know what it's like to have a mom with that type of bipolar? She's just out of it. She has no love. She has no life. She just is there. She's a husk. If she stays away, maybe we can get her some help.
Maybe that's the only hope she has.
We're supposed to be her hopes, too. Why the fuck did she have us? He is being honest and emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I have to inform you, so...
Yes. No, I appreciate it. Phoebe's fighting back, saying a pretty terrible answer right now, but... I'm right in the middle of my virtue track, so I'm not leaning one way or another.
That's good.
It's hard.
You can have it back. No harm, no foul.
No harm.
Look, you better than anybody should understand that family is complicated. I mean, we're cousins, kinda.
Yeah, family's complicated, but you don't put the world into essentially eternal winter, which, by the way, would ruin it for selfish reasons. And yes, they are selfish reasons, because what you're asking for is attention. You're being spoiled brats for attention. Grow up. And Phoebe's gonna storm out of the room.
It's all right, man.
Don't worry, we'll do this again someday. It'll be fine. He's gonna just kind of kind of stumble over toward that vat that's still spraying liquid out of it, and like just almost like raw rubbing alcohol levels of alcohol, and is going to just put his mouth over it and start swallowing.
That's gross.
And you're gonna hear as his bones reset, and he's just gonna stand up and wipe himself off.
You know what? Before anything happens from here on,
Yeah.
like I think Machiko's just gonna go call Thor
Okay.
to retrieve the frickin' like mead before anything
good.
more goes wrong.
Oh, he's just gonna sit down. He's lost and he knows it. There's no use
But
fighting at this point.
She's
but-
also gonna make sure that this is in fact the real mead.
Okay.
She doesn't know it's a finale.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, yes.
So now that the fight
Yeah.
is over, okay. So you all upstairs, Maisie. As you're hearing that sight there, Maisie is you're hearing that sight. As you're hearing that argument from Dimitri, you guys are probably standing in like the upper chamber, just kind of keeping an eye on Maisie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It would have been fine. Whatever they're telling you, they're exaggerating. We have it on good authority. It would have been fine. We would never do anything permanent like that. An extra long winter's coming anyway. You know, climate change. Maybe it would help. Kick some stuff into high gear. We have a winter that lasts until August. Maybe they'll actually listen in Washington. Think about it.
This is what I'm there for, right?
This is Maisie.
I'll kind of just be like, yeah, fair, but my leave is only so long and I'm not seeing my mom. Like, that was the whole point of coming back, and I've been shanghaied by another god to do this, and I don't think he was going to let us not do it. I didn't need to make that sort of enemy. Like...
What is your mom like?
I mean, she's nice, a little uptight.
No, what does she like? What is she like?
Oh, like, is she asking, like, what is she herself like, or what does she like as in stuff?
What does she like as in stuff? Does she
I don't
like to
know.
drink?
Yeah. As much as, like...
Grab a 12-pack on the way out.
Can I try and make, like, kind of a very social, kind of sympathetic role here of, like, kind of like, this isn't necessarily the way to go about getting your mom's attention?
I think so, yeah.
But
you can make me a...
kind of trying to do the, like, I feel you, Scion to Scion, like, this
how about
sucks.
empathy and manipulation or presence?
Okay.
And what's Ogimaa and Dugimaa doing during this time?
I'm going to do presence. I do not have empathy, though.
Okay. You can try persuasion.
They're not
Don't
really
have
doing
that either.
too much.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll for presence.
How about integrity? Do you have integrity?
I do. I have a shit ton of integrity.
Because it's your emotional fortitude. Okay. Can you up?
Can I add to that?
Sure.
Or
How would you be
persuasion?
doing that? Would you sit in the back room going, mm-hmm?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So roll. What would that roll be for you?
For me, that would be a intimidation and manipulation roll.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so 5 from me.
Okay.
Okay.
So
and
essentially, I'm trying to kind of do the whole, like, no, this wasn't the right way to go about it. I get you, though.
Mhm.
And kind of do that little bit of, like, hey, like Scion to Scion sort of thing. Our position sometimes sucks ass. Like,
You're gonna add 4 to your roll.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 9.
and it's basically kind of the whole like, we can spar again if you want to work this out. Like,
I'm okay
kind
today.
of have the kind of like, we can be like phone pals or something, right? Like kind of offering an unbiased ear.
So what I will say is that she'll say that, you'll kind of give her that vibe, and Ogimaa will like basically just kind of do that. This is when Phoebe is storming back up, and Dimitri's going to drink some of the booze. As you say that, there is one thing that's gonna kind of niggle in the back of both of your heads, like kind of just like a little splinter. And that's what she said at the beginning, is that she had on good authority that this would not cause any problems.
Yeah, I did catch that. I was going to follow up on that.
Sure. So at this point, she'll kind of just nod and get quiet. Probably this is the point where you would probably want to call Thor. Just
Okay.
while there's a quick break in the action.
Yeah, and then I'll do that and then kind of ask her, like, so you said good authority. Like, is this just some huge prank somebody pulled?
Phoebe is going to storm into the room at this point, and she'll kind of look up at Phoebe, and I'm not allowed to say, but you know what they say. Cui bono? Who benefits? And as she says that, the wheels are going to start turning, because you're probably thinking about it. If Persephone were to be, like, kept in the underworld, who benefits the most?
Hades.
This might have been a long con from him. In which case, she's not going to say a damn thing, because you don't mess with him. He's got all the money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cerberus puppy was there.
Okay.
That's true.
So do you dial Thor at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. You will hear on the other end, "Hello, yes, this is Thor.
We've got your thing.
Where are you?
You wanna
I'll be
come-
right there."
This brewery.
Yes, I will be there shortly.
Wonderful.
And you are going to hear the sound of like howling wind outside. Where are you?
Inside.
All right, and as the rest of you, Aaron, as you and Dimitri head back up out of the sludge pit, the front doors are going to open, and Thor is going to wander in, dressed in his biker jacket, looking very red-nosed and cold. Perfect! Perfect! You brought it back. Let me see it.
Here you go.
What a good man you are! And he'll smack you on the arm.
Thanks.
Actually, no, not really. It's kind of like... It's really, like, gentle. Maybe he's afraid of hurting you. That must be it. You could take more than that, for sure. Very good. Oh, this is very heavy. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you completing this quest. In return, allow me to give you this. He reaches into his jacket pocket, pulls out... That's right. Starbucks gift cards. And he slaps them down on the table. Good for 2 coffees each.
Expensive
can I run
ones or
sense-
cheap ones?
Oh.
Okay.
Can I run sense magic on him?
No, you can't. Actually.
Okay.
It's like he's immune to that.
Oh, 2 tiers. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, then as you're sitting there, like looking at these things with incredulity, I'm pretty sure. Although it seems like, for a moment, like a perfectly good payment for all of this. You're like, oh. And then it kind of washes over you that this is the equivalent of like a winning lottery ticket in like presents. Oh. Then the lights are going to start flickering. The floor will shake slightly. And as you can see out the window, it's kind of a cloudy day, but not this cloudy. Black coal black clouds are going to coalesce suddenly in the sky, and the lights are going to flicker, and you'll hear as a crack of thunder issues out, and a bolt of lightning is going to shatter one of the front windows. And suddenly, there's a second figure in the room. Brother, where are you? A man stands up, looking like the Thor in front of you, but a good foot taller, a good 100 pounds in better shape toward the muscle over fat, with long, perfectly braided hair, dressed in like a braided leather vest. You can see like this tuft of red hair running down his abdomen because he's not wearing a shirt. Obviously, it's just cold out.
Obs.
He looks around and you see that dangling from his belt is Mjolnir, glowing in all of its glory. Brother, where are you? You. Handsome one. Yes? Oh.
Oh, look at it.
What's going on here? Why do you look like fat me?
That's a really good question.
I'm looking for my
He
brother.
was trying to claim the mead, saying he was you.
You're not me, I'm me. But I can make sure that we can see what's inside your skull. And he reaches down toward his hammer. And suddenly, the Thor in front of you that has the mead will fizzle. And is going to turn into a rather slight red-haired, androgynous, very fey-looking person of about 5'7", 5'8", wearing like a slick purple business suit with like a double-breasted purple business suit with like velvet on the collar. And just, oh, brother. Good to see you. I was wondering when you'd show up. Sorry, they wanted a, Loki, what are you doing with the mead? You were supposed to bring it to the party 2 days ago. We're waiting for you. It's almost time for the celebration. Ah, well, about that. It was
He lost it in a poker game.
Oh, don't lie. I didn't lose anything. They, by the way.
And we had to go all over the country getting it for him.
Really?
You know what? Machiko is going to be smart enough to not say too much and get on Loki's bad side.
You lost the mead of ages, brother. Sibling? Sorry, sibling. Thank you. Not hard, but... Yes, I did. But brother, I got it back. That's what counts, right? I suppose so. Good. Well, we can get that back, stop the end of the world, have a nice drink with father and the rest. As for you 4. 6. As for you 6. None of you are familiar to my face. Perhaps we should change that. I invite you. Come, sit in the longhouse. Share a drink with us before you return home to your families.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You've never tasted a mead of its equal.
I don't know that I've drank mead at all, so this will be an experience.
What does
Oh,
it
it's a
curl your
treat.
toes?
You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be great.
Well, let's go have a little bit of holiday fun, shall we?
Great.
Heimdall, little help.
Mhm.
And with that, I'm just going to steal this directly from the Marvel movies. There will be a little bit of like tinkle, 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 tinkle as like you suddenly feel yourself rushed off to enjoy a drink with the gods. All 6 of you, plus the 2 dogs, because he didn't differentiate.
Excellent.
As you vanish off into the void to go have a drink with the gods, all of the Norse pantheon, all of their scions, have a drink out of the mead of ages and enjoy yourselves. You might even make up with the stackies a little bit during this, because a little bit of good drink and good cheer around the holidays,
Kind of what everybody needs.
it's kind of what everyone needs. You'll make it home a little late, just on Christmas night. Still on Christmas, still on Yule, and still there to spend time with your families. All of you will go back to your lives doing what you do. Aaron, you're going to have a fantastic number of restaurant recommendations. And you'll also receive several calls to go back to the that Pennsylvania,
which I will heartily accept.
Yeah, you'll go and spend time with the Blue Jackets. You'll also constantly be getting calls from a secret admirer coming out of a small sweet shop in Indiana, or was it Tennessee?
Oh, right.
Ogimaa. Do you decide to eventually start stocking that beer, or are they blacklisted?
No, that's good. Aaron said it was good beer, so Ogimaa wants it.
So
Okay.
business.
Business, yeah. And
Okay.
he'll want to get Aaron in to film an episode in his casino restaurant.
Sounds good. That's going to be a very landmark episode. It's going to be fantastic. Machiko, you're going to make your way home and have a wonderful time with your mother and the rest of your family. But on the way, you end up getting dragged into a completely different adventure somewhere on the streets of San Francisco's International District. Something about a trucker who loses his truck in Chinatown, and he just needs some help. He's pretty cute, though.
Fine.
You will get a call later, which is going to be the result of what happens with Phoebe. And Phoebe, you'll return home, spend some good time at the holidays. It's once you return to Washington, D.C., about 6 months later, right at the height of summer. Your secretary will mention, or pardon me, your assistant will mention that you have someone here to visit you. It's a lobbyist. Do you have a gap in your schedule by luck?
Yeah, sure. Get me some water and
Sure.
let him in.
Okay. Her actually. One moment.
I said them, but
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
A minute later, she'll bring you water, and Maisie Stackus will come into the room, and will be carrying something in a crate, like a little carrying crate, and is going to say to you that she thought a little bit after your conversation, and after realizing who you were, thought it would be a good opportunity to lobby for more green initiatives, particularly in the brewing industries. She would like to help fund, or she would like to provide lobbying support for those type of initiatives if you'd like to form an alliance.
I would love to discuss it.
I brought you something to sweeten the deal, she says, and reaches down and on a 1 through a 3, okay, is going to reach down and pluck something out of this crate and hold it up to you, courtesy of your friend Machiko, by proxy, and holds up a 3-headed Dalmatian spotted puppy that sure looks like a 3-headed Yuki.
Oh, I shouldn't take bribes.
You'd be doing me a favor. Imagine how much it can chew.
I take the puppy.
You take the puppy. All right.
The image of Ogimaa flashing cash at a police officer goes through your mind.
It's a Hellhound Cerberus cross.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's precious. I rolled for how many heads and I got 3. So,
Nice.
all right. And with that, we are going to close out Scion Heroes for the Holidays. That's it. Game. All right. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was good.
Nice. And we got the Loki joke out there, so that was good. You guys got to go drink with the gods. You didn't kill the Scions, which made me happy because I'm like, don't kill them. That's bad. Plus, Hades hired them, so.
Well, we kind of made a little bit of kind of friendly contact.
I feel that you shouldn't kill Scions for the most part. They should always be defeated, and then if they either become friends or enemies, and then it's like a cartoon.
Unless they do like the really evil villain thing, but even then, you should generally like redeem them. It feels like it's that sort of story.
Honestly, if you think
because
about
then
it,
you have to go. Then you have to go on the journey down into hell, or
Yeah. So
The underworld or wherever you bring them back. That's what you do.
If you think about it, the Scions have the same character sheets we do, and taken out does not mean dead.
that's true.
Yeah.
There is no dying for Scions. It's you leave the fight or are unconscious.
Yeah,
That's it.
Unless it's dramatically appropriate, right? If it's the end of a season,
Yeah.
maybe, or something, like, yeah, exactly. That's a good
Yeah.
point. So that is Scion, Heroes for the Holidays. You guys had a good time?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So good.
Do you want to
Definitely.
play more Scion someday?
Maybe.
I
I'd
think-
like another
Maybe?
chance to look at the rules.
Like
I think
start-
maybe doing another thing like this where we have a specific end date, so we know kind of how long. Because I think it kind of relaxes into the goofiness of of some of the rules
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
being that kind of over the topness.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There are a couple of points where I know that we weren't,
Yeah.
the rules are flexible anyway,
yeah, they're
but
designed to be. It's beautiful.
yeah, there are definitely a few things where the rules we could have been less goofy if we'd followed the rules, but it's
Yeah,
fun.
it's a
Yeah,
5
I mean,
episode.
even there, like
Yeah.
it's kind of just leaning into the kind of over the topness of Scion.
Mhm.
So I kind of feel like having a solid end date in mind means that you're not as worried about developing a character that can feel ongoing enough.
Mhm.
And also,
So
at least for me, Scion is about like gods and their scions are emotional, right? Especially say the Greek and Roman gods, huh?
Yeah, that's all they do.
Right? They're full of emotion, as evidenced by our finale,
See, I tried to put some pathos in there at the end.
right? But that's intense, right? Like
yeah.
every one of these games, I'm like, I am tired.
I feel like if we started another Scion game and started with Origin, it would be a little easier to ramp it up, right? Because like
Yes.
some of
fair.
these powers do get a little ridiculous at Hero, and starting straight into Hero is
Yeah. Because I
Ma-
mean, in Origin, you only get one knack,
Yeah.
and they're limited.
And I feel like what might actually be good is even if we say did an origin game but kept it shorter, but then we could do a second game later on down the road and we could keep the same characters, but if somebody really didn't enjoy their character, they could swap it out for a new Scion,
yeah, sometimes it's like a bad shoe,
right?
you know?
And so
Yeah,
like
and-
keeping them to like myth-sized stories so they're fairly small
Mm-hmm.
might
Yeah, it
help
could-
instead of having all the in-between that long-running games tend to have.
That's true.
Yeah. It could
I
also
feel- yeah, I
be
can see it better
very
as
modular,
episodic.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Modular.
I feel like doing like the very modular like mythos sort of stories might work really well with Scion.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can get different groups together and stuff like that.
And
That's
that gets
true. Different
me
dynamics.
more interested than say thinking about it running like generic does.
Which is
I don't
our
feel like it
our
would-
D&D game, which is an ongoing
Yeah, so
thing.
one of our homebrew games. I don't feel like it would fit the same way
Mhm.
that D&D does for that style of storytelling. I feel like this style of storytelling that you've done worked really, really well for Scion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So the short, intense bursts, and then, well, it's kind
Yeah.
of the way it works. Like, even if you look at something like, with the exception of like the Odyssey and the Iliad, the myths they're myths. Like, they're self-contained little, like, and then Heracles did this. And unless,
Yep.
like, even the 12 Labors are pretty distinctly divided into, like, that's a campaign with like 12 episodes.
And I
Yeah.
mean, even the Odyssey,
13.
you could break into its separate little adventures,
It's true.
Mhm.
right? Because they're little contained parts of the voyage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to Scion, and for us at Dork Tales. It's been great playing with you, and we hope that you enjoyed this. If you like what we do here, let Onyx Path know. We might come back and do some more. Or you can also, if you look right down there, that is our Twitch and our YouTube channels. And if you missed previous episodes of Scion, they're going to be up on YouTube. Episodes 1 through 4 are up right now. 5 is going to be up in a week. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now, then hey, it's already up. So it's been a lot of fun. Onyx Path, thank you so much for having us guest run over here. It has been a privilege, and thank you. It's been a lot of fun. So with that, I guess we should probably just sign off. Happy holidays, everybody, and
Happy holidays.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
go spend time with your families and gods and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to end that. So see you next
Families
Don't
apart
travel.
and
Don't travel.
and
Don't
or-
get distracted by gods.
Don't get distracted by gods. Any final advice from Ogimaa?
Stay safe, stay healthy, practice social distancing.
Nice.
Yeah.
wear a mask.
Wear a mask. All right. Happy holidays, everybody. Bye.
See you later.